Welcome to your high school sports for week number 6 in the zone. I'm your host, Roddy Woods. We have a lot of things going on tonight. We'll be catching up with a lot of people tonight. We've got 6 games that we're going to cover tonight. Kingsport Dobbins Bennett versus number 1 Greenville, 4A ranked Greenville in the state. CAP, we're going to go out to Nashville. CPA versus Cane Ridge. Brandon Martin will have that game. Science Hill at Maryville. Ralph Miranda will be covering that game. And we got visiting Pisgah, North Carolina. The Black Bears come down to visit Davy Crockett. And also, we'll be checking in at the game between Anderson County and Elizabethton, and some special correspondence from the game of the week, which will take place at William Blount. Sevier County making a visit down to William Blount to take on the Governors. That's a special. But I tell you what, we've got a lot going on. Some of our guys will be checking in just a second as we get things going here. Let me go over a few things. A couple things that we like to do, first of all, is give thanks to all of the sponsors who help make this broadcast possible. Krispy Kreme Donuts here in Sevier County, 2 locations to serve you on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge and on Highway 66. Pick you some up before the game to take home tonight, so that way you'll be able to have some fresh Krispy Kreme donuts. We got some too, didn't we, boss? We got some Krispy Kreme donuts. The boss is sitting in with us tonight. She's helping out here in the studio. Sevier County Electric, helping out with all your power needs in Sevier County, making sure all the lights are on for all the games. The home games are for tonight, plus all the residential, and also the stadiums and all the businesses right here in Sevier County. Hey guys, if you would like to take your fiance up to somewhere nice, we're checking back in with Ralph Miranda. Hey Ralph, nice to have you on with us. How's things going?
Going good here, Roddy. We're at Maryville High School tonight, where the 18-time state champion Maryville Rebels are taking on Science Hill, the Hilltoppers. The game just got started. Maryville's got the ball after a punt by Science Hill. You know, Science Hill is 3-2. Overall 2-0 in the region, Roddy.
Yes.
But they've been beaten by 2 pretty good teams. Elizabethton, one of the top teams in 4A, and of course Powell, one of the top teams in 5A. These 2 teams, both 6A, Science Hill in Region 1, Maryville Region 2. And if you remember, last year they were supposed to play in the first round of the playoffs, but the game got canceled due to COVID restrictions. So I think this is a game that everybody's been looking forward to, and I think it's going to be a really good one tonight here at Maryville. So for the zone, you're in the zone, and your high school sports, I'm Ralph Miranda.
All right, Ralph, we'll be checking back in with you shortly. You take care out there at Maryville. You're right at home, I know. So back to Nathan. Let's check in with Nathan Miranda. Nathan is at our game of the week. Nathan, what's going on?
Hey, Roddy. Yeah, that's right. I'm here at Mike White Field, home of the William Blount Governors. William Blount's playing host tonight to the Sevier County Smoky Bears. It just kicked off a few minutes ago. William Blount has the ball right here, and we'll catch a little bit of the action if you like. This is our game of the week. You can watch it. Stay with this game if you'd like on our Facebook page, Your High School Sports, where we are streaming it live.
All right, Nathan. Looks like you guys have got things going on out there at William Blount. Our game of the week, Sevier County taking on the William Blount Governors. We'll check back in with you. We're going to go up to Elizabethton right now and check in with David. David is at the Anderson County Elizabethton game. David, what's going on? How's the scene set there?
Well, it's not just football competition, it's football weather. It's beautiful out. Game didn't start for 7:30 because Anderson County had to travel. As far as we know, Anderson County's quarterback, Walker Martinez, is out indefinitely. The report is he has a broke bone and he's sprained arm. He wasn't on the field practicing. We didn't see him out there today, so probably get a heavy dose of Gavin No running the ball tonight. But, we not pick both teams are fired up ready to go for this. Elizabeth has never beaten Anderson County. Anderson County traveling up here, and David Gillian talked about this is a big game for them, next step for them. They're eager to beat this, and so this will be a big game tonight.
You know, this game usually takes place during the playoffs, usually the second or third round, but we get a taste of Anderson County tonight. It should be a real good game, David, up at your place. We'll be looking forward to talking to you a little bit later from Elizabethton as they take on Anderson County.
Thanks, Roddy. I'm your man in the stands for the high school sport. See you later.
All right, thanks, David. David Lacey, he is out at Elizabethton versus Anderson County. A lot going on. I'm telling you guys, we have a lot of great games tonight. Once again, let me tell you what we've got. We got Mikey Hines. He is at Greenville High School, where the Dobbins-Bennett Indians are taking on the Greenville Green Devils, ranked #1 in the state. CPA and Cane Ridge coming up. That's our Nashville game this week with Brandon Martin. That game is coming up a little bit later. Remember, everything starts at 8 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock our time, but 7 Nashville time. So Brandon will be checking in with us. He had a great one last week. We had the Battle of the Woods. We had Brentwood and Ravenwood. Excuse me, I got to get right here. Ravenwood defeated Brentwood last week. So we got a lot of good games out of the Nashville area. Ralph Miranda is at Maryville, where Science Hill has traveled down to take on the Red Rebels. Pisgah, North Carolina, will be checking back in here with our correspondent, Lee Williams. He is out at Davy Crockett, which Davy Crockett is hosting Pisgah from North Carolina. That is right over in the Waynesville area. So Pisgah, a really good school from North Carolina, coming down to take on the Pioneers tonight. And we just heard from David. David Lacey is out at Elizabethton. He's our fan in the stand for your high school sports. Anderson County made the long visit up to Elizabethton. That really should be a great game. And we've already heard from Nathan Miranda. Nathan is out at our game of the week, your high school sports game of the week, which is Sevier County versus William Blount from the home place of the Governors down in outside Blount County. A lot of things going on right quick before we get started with our sponsors again. Krispy Kreme Donuts, Sevier County Electric, Riverstone Resort and Spa in Pigeon Forge. If you really would like to take your significant other up to a great place to get away, take them up to the Riverstone Resort. They have a spa there. They have a lazy river. They have a pool. Victoria, you love going there, don't you? She loves it. She says, Buddy's Barbecue, who is also feeding the crew here tonight, Buddy's Barbecue. Go by and check out Kenny's Tuesday night special, $77.99 plate dinners. He has great barbecue, so we'll be digging into that later on. Plus, he's feeding our crew out at the game tonight. And Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash in Sevierville, 2 locations. One location up in Pigeon Forge off Wires Valley Road, and the second location is new location as you come into Sevier County and right into Pigeon Forge before you get to Tanger Outlet Mall. Look to your right, and you'll see David's Car Wash right there on the right-hand side. Claybo's Express Shine. Be a great day, a great evening, or in the morning. Go get your car wash for the weekend. Alawine Pottery. Robert and his family have been making pottery for 30 years right here in the Great Smoky Mountains area. So check it out. Go up to the Glades tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful Saturday, fall Saturday. Go up and check it out at the Alawine Pottery. It's up in the Glades community in Gatlinburg, and Blades Hair Salon. Get a great cut from either Doc or Tony or one of his people that work there in Blades Hair Salon. That is also in Pigeon Forge. And for some delicious Italian food, you can't miss out on Sosquitos too. The pizza, New York style pizza and pasta right there in the Tanger Outlet Mall in Pigeon Forge. Oh, that's in Sevierville, ain't it? That's in Sevierville. That ain't getting in Pigeon Forge. Give me a little too much, Pigeon Forge. So Sevierville, right here in Sevier County, all kinds of things going on. Out earlier today, a lot of people are out and about because this is some of the most gorgeous weather that you want to be out in tonight. Make sure you check out the Vols tomorrow. They take on the Gators down in the swamp. So I think it's a 7:30 game kickoff on the ESPN. So couple of scores from key big games last night. We got Alcoa defeating Knox West 21-20. What a game. And Murfreesboro, Oakland 29, Lipton Academy 21. Two great games, and we'll read off some stuff. We added some stuff here on the zone this week. It is the top 25. A couple of scores right quick. West Ridge 7 and Cherokee 0. All right. West Ridge, I'm telling you, they are a very good football team. West Ridge, that's the new school up in Sullivan County. That's up in the northeast part of East Tennessee. 3 schools combined to make one, which is West Ridge. Our producer, Chris Reddick, calls it the Sullivan County All-Star. So West Ridge 7, Cherokee 0. A lot going on. Seymour 7 over Heritage. Seymour 7, Heritage 0. That is the first quarter scores. We'll be getting back out there to see some of the other games, what's going on around. We've got some great games. So let me run a few things down for you here. I like to always do the TSSAA state play polls right quick. 6A. Things haven't changed very much since last week. Oakland, this is class 6A. Oakland 4-0. Number 2 is Maryville 5-0. Riverdale 5-0. They are number 3. Summit is number 4. They are 5-0. Bradley Central number 5 is 5-0. Germantown 4-1 coming in number 6. Ravenwood, which we had featured them last week in a great game, the Battle of the Woods. Brandon Martin had that game out there in Nashville. Ravenwood comes in number 7. They are 4-1. Dobbins Bennett taking on the Greenville Green Devils here in a little bit from Greenville, Tennessee. Dobbins Bennett comes in number 8 at 5-0. Collierville, sorry about that. Collierville 5-0 comes in number 9. Hendersonville 3-1 comes in number 10, and some other schools getting some votes, some key votes. Whitehaven, Cleveland, Dixon County, and Smyrna. Class 5A, I don't know how long Knox West will be number 1, but when you lose to Alcoa, it really doesn't matter if you're 6A or it could be a 7A. Alcoa is a really good football team, and they took care of business last night against Knox West. Class 5A, this poll came out now on Tuesday of this week, so the polls will probably change next Tuesday. Knox West 5-0 is number 1. Mount Juliet number 2 at 5-0. Knox Powell is number 3. They're 5-1. Page is 5-0. Memphis Central is 4-0, number 5. Walker Valley is 4-1, number 6. Springfield is 4-1, number 7. Station Camp 4-0, number 8. Henry County 2-3 is number 9, and Knox Central is 2-3 and number 10. And let's go back out to Ralph Miranda. What's going on out, Ralph, in Maryville?
Well, Roddy, Maryville's just scored. I'm going to let you take a look at the action real quick. It's kind of hard to see from here, but I'll get a better shot next time. But Maryville just scored. They're ahead 7-0 right now. We've got I'd say about 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Science Hill is playing them pretty tough. They played some pretty good defense, stopped Maryville on their first drive, but the Rebels took it down with a pretty crisp passing attack. So with about 6 minutes left, they're up 7-0.
Ralph, let me ask you a question. You are really familiar with that Maryville Red Rebel team. Do they look like the old Maryville, or are they just getting in the prime of things right now?
Well, Roddy, that's a really good question. I haven't watched a lot of Maryville games since my son played here, but they look like maybe they're not quite as overwhelming as they've been in the past. And now, to say that, remember, they're still probably one of the best teams in the state, but they don't look like the dominant teams that I remember from 10 years ago. But having said that, they're still pretty good.
They're still pretty good. All right, well, it's 7-0 in favor of the Rebels. We'll be getting back out to Ralph here a little bit later. He's got one of the better games this week out in Maryville as Science Hill takes on the Red Rebels down in Maryville. What a game. Ralph said he doesn't, Ralph's kind of biased. He had 2 sons to play at Maryville, and they won several state championships at Maryville High School. So a lot going on out there. Maryville, Science Hill, we've had them a couple times. Science Hill right now is one of the teams that Maryville may have to play again in the playoffs down the road there. It's you want to get that one win against Maryville. They've always got that bullseye on their back. The Rebels do. So, hey, sit back and enjoy the zone this evening, week number 6, right here on Your High School Sports. Let's get back to the polls. Class 4A, number 1 Greenville taking on Dobbins Bennett tonight. They're 5-0. Number 2, Tullahoma is 5-0. Pearl Cone comes in at third. They're 5-0. Elizabethton 3-1, number 4. Haywood County, number 5. They are 4-0. Hardin County, number 6. They're 5-0. Number 7 is Montgomery Central out of Clarksville. They're 5-0. Marshall County 4-1. Number 8, South Dahl, a team that I tell you what, we talked to Coach Clark Duncan at Media Days way back in July, and you can tell when coaches kind of know they've got pretty good team. And I tell you what, they look really good in the first few weeks. They're 4-1. South Dahl is a team to be reckoned with down the road in the playoffs. They don't let them get healthy, I'm telling you. Upperman's number 10, Class 3A, as we said earlier. In the Class 3A schools, Alcoa last night in a good matchup with Class 5A number 1, two number 1 teams in the state. Class 3A and Class 5A met. Alcoa won 21-20 over Knox West. Alcoa number 1 in the state in Class 3A. They're 4-1. They went 5-1 because they played last night, so they're 5-1. Covington is 5-0. They are number 2. Number 3 is Loudon. Coming in at 5-0. Number 4 is Giles County, 5-0. Number 5 is East Nashville, 4-1. Number 6 is Kingston, 5-0. Number 7 is Dyersburg, 5-0, coming in at 7. Unicoi County, 5-0. Number 8. Fairfield, 4-2. Number 9. And Waverly, 3-1, and number 10. One team got honorable mention as White House out of Robertson County down in Nashville. Class 2A. Meigs County 4-0, Trousdale County 4-0, Hampton 4-0. That's the top 3 in Class 2A. Westview 4-1. Westview is a really good team out in the Nashville area. Memphis Academy is 4-0. Marion County 3-0. Huntington 4-1. Forest 4-1. Riverside number 9 is 4-1. Watertown 3-2, number 10, and a host of teams got honorable mentions. Castle, Fairleigh, Tyner Academy, South Green, Lewis County, and Westmoreland. Class 1A, number 1 is Peabody, 5-0. Fayetteville 5-0 coming in number 2. Number 3 is South Pittsburgh, 3-0. McKenzie is number 4, 5-0. Gordonsville, number 5, 5-0. Dyson, number 4, is number 6, 4-1. Connorsville, 4-1. Number 7. Coalfield, number 8, 4-1. Clay County, number 9 at 4-0. And Cloudon up in Upper East Tennessee is 3-1 and number 10. A couple schools got honorable mentions. West Carroll, McEan, Middle College are honorable mentions in Class A. Class A, Division 2. These are the private schools in Tennessee. DCA is 5-0. Kings Academy, which we were supposed to have tonight. That's why we do not have a supposed to be in Swain County, North Carolina, coming down to visit the Kings Academy Lions, but COVID hit Swain County, so we had to scramble and get another game for your high school sports game of the week, and we went following the Smoky Bears. They undertake the William Blount Governor Zone, so that's the game that you can tune in right now if you'd like to see some live football from your high school sports. That game is down in at William Blount. That is your high school sports game of the week, which is being played right now on our page. Ralph Miranda's back with us. Is the Rebels running up and down the field, Ralph? Can't hear you, Ralph.
I'm sorry, Roddy. I forgot.
That's okay. You're the first. Listen, it's the first time out for you. Are you excited?
I'm too excited. I mean, I can't hold back the excitement. But what I was going to say is, no, the Rebels aren't really dominating. Science Hill just had a really nice drive from their own 20 into Maryville territory. Unfortunately, their quarterback, Brock, it looked like he might have dislocated a finger because he came out of the game. Their backup quarterback came in, tried to run the ball. Maryville hit him pretty hard. hurt him, it looked like, picked up a fumble and ran it down to the 2-yard line, punched it in. So right now, with about 3:26 left in the first quarter, Maryville's ahead 14-0.
14-0. The Rebels look like they're on the pace. I'm telling you, Science Hill lost a really good game. Maryville had defeated Powell first or second week of the season, but Powell went up to Science Hill and really dominated Science Hill.
Right.
Is it a thing? I know you've watched Science Hill in the past, Ralph. What do you think, Science Hill? Is it a good Science Hill team, or are they just not in Maryville's class?
No, I think it is a good Science Hill team, Roddy. I think they've got a really good quarterback, some really nice receivers. Their 2 middle linebackers are just awesome football players. This Science Hill team is going to say something in their side of the region, Region 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win it or maybe finish second. And I guarantee you they'll see Maryville again in the playoffs.
Yep, that's what we were talking about just a minute ago. You want to get that first one, though. You want to get that first one, so you might get them at home. You don't want to come back to Maryville. You definitely don't.
That's exactly right. Hey, this is Ralph Miranda, and you're in the zone on Your High School Sports.
All right, Ralph. We'll be talking to Ralph soon. It looks like Maryville is on the move again. Maryville, Ralph said they picked up a fumble and run down to the 2-yard line. A lot going on with the Maryville Red Rebels and Science Hill. I tell you what, it's going to be a good game. We got a lot going on tonight. If we could get some other people, they'll be checking in pretty soon right here on the zone. Mikey Hines is out at Greenville. His game will be started. Quick update on some scores. Let's run down some scores. Seymour 7, Heritage 0. And let's see if there's anything else. A lot of the games start late because of 7:30. Farragut up on South Doyle 14-0 early in the first quarter. Really good, a really good South Doyle team, but a really good Farragut team. I'm telling you, Coach Courtney has his team. They've been poised to win a few games, but they've been on some real close losses. Farragut has. So looking forward to Coach Courtney and his Admirals getting back on the win column. Corn 7, Carter 0. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Still battling that old thing that I had a few weeks ago, but I'm not claiming it. I'm getting over it. We're getting a lot better. So a lot of things going on around us, but I'm taking care of myself. Like I always tell you, if you have a chance, if you believe in it now, this is my belief. Everybody has an opinion. Get that shot. Don't hurt. I'm sure glad I got mine because it was something that really has helped me around this time. There's nothing to play with. Let me ask anyone. Hey guys, let's finish up on that was Class 2A. Let's go back. Let's just do Class 1A. We didn't get Class 1A finished. So DCA, number 1, Kings Academy, number 2, Nashville Christian School is 3rd, University High of Jackson is 4, 3-2, Friendship Christian is 2-3, and some honorable mentions, Jackson Christian, Grace Christian in Knox Academy, that's in Knoxville, and Columbia Academy. Class AA, Lipton Academy, which lost a really heartbreaker to Oakland last night, the number 1 team in 6A. They lost 29-21. Lipton Academy 5-0, Class AA. CPA, which we will have Brandon Martin out at CPA. CPA tonight is taking on Cane Ridge, so that should really be a good game out there in Nashville. Luskin Collegiate is 3rd, 4-0. Davison Academy is 4-0, number 4. Silverdale Baptist Academy is 4-0, number 5. And some honorable mentions, BGA, ECS, Knox Webb, and CAK is the games that are teams that were honorable mentions. In Class AAA in the Division II, which is private schools here in Tennessee, number 1 Macaulay is 4-0. Briarcrest is 5-0. Innsworth is number 3 at 4-1. Knoxville Catholic is 3-1. Baylor is number 5, 4-1, and some honorable mentions: Pope John Paul II and MBA and Christian Brothers High School are all honorable mentions in the TSSAA class playoffs. Hey, a lot of things going on. Turning to the boss, see if anybody's ready. Nobody's coming to me but Ralph. But must not be much action going on around the horn. So again, let me emphasize where we're at tonight. We've got Mikey Hines. He's up at Greenville, where Dobbins Bennett has made the trip down from Kingsport to take on the Greenville Green Devils. CPA, which will be started about 8 o'clock our time, Eastern time, which is 7 Central time. CPA and Cane Ridge. We always ask Brandon what game he's going to pick this week, and he always picks a really good one. And Lee Williams is with us right now. Lee is out at Pisgah, North Carolina. As they take on Davy Crockett. Hey, Lee, what's going on out there? Is the score yet?
Hey, right now the team is getting ready to come out. We're just getting started up right here. Just wanted to let you know right now we're in right now. They're ready to get cranked up and get started up, sir. So just so you know, they're getting game ready.
All right. Well, we'll be checking back in with you here a little bit later. Hey, Ralph, I'm with you now. What's going on in Maryville?
Hey, Roddy, we just came to the end of the first quarter now. Maryville is leading 13-0. They did miss the extra point on their last touchdown. Give you a little bit of the sights and sounds of the game. There's Science Hill cheerleaders, and then over there on the Maryville stands. It's a big night here in Maryville anytime the Rebels play football. Anyway, Maryville is ahead 13-0. Science Hill is mounting a bit of a drive, though. They've got the ball on the Maryville 40-yard line. They've moved it with some short passes and some big runs. So if Science Hill can punch it in here as we start the second quarter, well, we could have a pretty good contest.
Definitely. All right, Ralph, we'll be checking back in with you here shortly as the Rebels lead Science Hill 13-0 right here on the Zone here in your high school sports. As we get ready, we'll be checking back in. Lee Williams checked in with us. His game is kicking off at 7:30, which is Pisgah, North Carolina versus the Davy Crockett Pioneers. Should be a good one there. David has already checked in. His game kicks off at 7:30 as well, which is Anderson County taking on Elizabethan. Mikey Hines will be checking in pretty soon with the Dobbins Bennett and Greenville game. As we continue on with our sponsor list, make sure you make your way by Krispy Kreme Donuts, a great place to stop by and pick up some delicious donuts. They have all kinds of your favorite right there at Krispy Kreme. 2 locations to serve you in Sevier County. Sevier County Electric, as we say always, they're keeping the power on for all the residentials and all the businesses right here in Sevier County, and making sure the lights are on at your favorite football stadium for your team to be watching tonight. Riverstone Resort and Spa, go by and see them. They are a great place to get away just for the weekend or for the week. Plus, the number one thing I like about Riverstone Resort, it's right in the heart of Pigeon Forge. You can kind of walk and go to places anywhere you want to get something to eat. So a great place to go and stay and just enjoy yourself. Buddy's Barbecue, voted #1 barbecue in Sevier County. Kenny, his guys do a great job. Buddy's Barbecue. Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash. Robert Alewine and Alewine Pottery. I always say Robert is one of the top pottery designers and artists. We call him an artist in the nation. You know, they ship pots all over the place. If you'd like some information, what's that website? It's Alewine Pottery. .com. Just go to Alewine Pottery. You'll pull it up and check it out. Blades Hair Salon in Pigeon Forge and Sesquitos too. Also, in that is not Pigeon Forge, that's Sevierville in the Tanger Outlet Mall. Want to run something down. We started something this week. We're going to hopefully continue it on. Some scores of interest. Hardin Valley zip, Central zip. No score from some of our other games. Seymour up on Heritage, 14-0. That's a second quarter score. No score from our game of the week. Your high school sports game of the week is Sevier County visiting William Blount. If you'd like to see more of that game and see some highlights of that game, some live action from that game, tune in and go over to our Facebook page, that Your High School Sports Facebook page, and that game, Jake Nichols and Chris Blevins has the call tonight from William Blount. Morristown West 7, Cott County 0. A lot of action, and we talked to head coach of Cott County High School, Scotty Dykes, earlier. He talked about he was hoping to try to get a lot more rivalry games like when he played there. They played Morristown East, Morristown West. So really good, a good thing for him to get those games back on his schedule. Quick update, Fulton 9, Bearden 0. That's the second quarter score. Fulton is one of the teams, I'm telling you, they will be hard to handle down the road in the playoffs. He was another one of those coaches, Coach Black, at media days kind of didn't say too much about his team, so he must have something coming up. Farragut still up on South Door, 14-7. Corns 13, Knox Carter 7. Powell and Knox Hall 0-0. That is a very interesting game. Knox Powell has the number one recruit in all of the nation. They will have a lot to do with what's going on down the road there. Walter Nolan, big Powell defensive end. I tell you what, that would be that game coming up between there's a lot of good games coming up in the playoffs. So a lot of things happening. No scores from out in Middle Tennessee yet. We had another score, Sevier County and William Blount. No score at the beginning of the second quarter, right here on Your High School Sports. See more of that game on our Facebook page. Check out the Zone. You're in the Zone right here on Your High School Sports. I'm your host, Roddy Woods, sitting here alongside the boss, Victoria. She's keeping me company tonight. We've got a lot of things going on. We'll be getting back to, Ralph Miranda is out in Maryville with the Rebels lead 13-0. A lot of things happening on this week number 6 of the high school football season. Mikey Hines is about to check in with us. Mikey is at Dobbins at Greenville, where Dobbins Bennett is traveled down from Kingsport. Mikey, I'm here. How are you, sir? I can see you. I can't hear you. I can hear you. All right, now I can hear you. I can hear you now. How's things at Greenville and Dobbins Bennett?
Hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can see you. Give me some field action. Show me where you're at. I can hear you. Oh, back to me. Mikey Hines is at the Greenville Dobbins Bennett game. Seems like he's having a little technical difficulty right there. He is, sometimes you have technical difficulties. We had ours, and we will continue to have ours. This is the first year for the Zone, so we're working out things. We're adding new people like Ralph Miranda. Ralph will be here throughout the year. David, how's things at Elizabethton? Have they kicked off yet?
They kicked off. Elizabeth got the ball first. They first half bad. Got the ball. They made a couple of plays. On pass. Now they just scored a touchdown. It's 6-0 Elizabethton with 10:44 left. So started out shaky, but Jake Roberts got the touchdown. So it's going good right now.
All right. So Elizabeth, they're going for the extra point right now.
Going right now. There's offsides on But there's time I call you an offside penalty on the extra point. Yeah, the extra point right now.
Okay. We'll stay with you. See if they make it. Hold that shot right there. All right, 7-0 Elizabeth, and that should be a really good game, David. Anderson County does come to play, don't they?
They give up 36 points before 35. They played a lot of tough opponents, so that's
Okay.
good to be able to score against.
All right, let's go and check in with David. Thanks. We'll be back with you shortly. He's at Elizabeth and takes on Anderson County. We'll be back with you, Ralph. We're back with you. Ralph Miranda is back in the zone with us. Is the Rebels on the march again?
No, actually, Science Hill just put together a nice 75-yard drive. They did stall down around the goal line, though. They had to kick a field goal, but about 8 minutes left in the first half. The Rebels are up 13-3. So Science Hill has had the better of the game so far. They've been controlling the time of possession, and except for that one Maryville drive, Science Hill has come to play tonight.
All right. Well, you need to come and play. You're playing Maryville, so hopefully we'll be checking back in with you shortly, Ralph. 13-3. Maryville leads Science Hill. Mikey Hines is back with us. Hey, Mikey, I see you.
Greenville just scored with Mason Gutcher. They're getting ready to kick the extra point now. So it's 7-0 Greenville right now.
Hey, Mikey, hang in there with me for a second. How's the atmosphere at that game?
It's a big crowd tonight. I mean, you know, this is a big game for everybody. You know, it's involved.
Right. So it's Greenville 7, Dobbins Bennett 0. Mikey will be checking back in with you shortly.
All right, thanks, Charlie.
Hey, Ralph, what's going on in Maryville?
All right, the Rebels just broke off a really long run, about 60 yards. They've got the ball down under 13 right now. Let's watch some of the action.
All right, we'll stay with you, Ralph, right here.
All right, let's stay with it a little bit longer. Looks like we've got a timeout.
We're in your zone, Ralph.
All right, good. That sounds good. Yeah, we'll hold on for just a minute. Yeah, as I said, Science Hill's been playing really well. They've controlled the time of possession, Roddy, most of the game. But Maryville, as they usually do, breaks off a big play, runs it for about, I'd say at least 60 yards, and they've got the ball now on the 12. And, you know, that's the thing with Maryville is they're a very big play team. You may lull them to sleep a little bit, but they can break one at any time. And right now, Science Hill's in danger of going down by 17.
You know, when Maryville, they play just a brand of football, I guess it takes other people by surprise. They can come at you. They can come at you running. They can come at you throwing, or they can, like you said, they can break the big play. You know, it's hard to defend Maryville. It
is. It's very hard. And they lull you to sleep with great technique. They're always in the right position. So we're ready to go back to the action. Let's take a quick look at it.
Okay.
All right, so Maryville's gotten down to the 5-yard line. And this is a really big possession for Science Hill, Roddy. I mean, after that nice long drive to pull them within 10, it's going to be hard for them if they give up a touchdown here. We're about 7 minutes with about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. So let's see what happens here.
All right, we're in the zone at Maryville as Maryville takes on Science Hill.
We are definitely.
Ralph's got the call here. Let's see what the Rebels do right here on. What is it? First down, Ralph?
No, it's actually second down and about 6 to go to score. They ran the ball on first down. I look for them to play some kind of play action pass here, maybe a screen or something like that. They got 4 wide receivers to the left. They're going to throw it. Quarterback's going to have to run. He's going to score. Touchdown, Maryville.
Touchdown, Rebels. All right. We'll wait on you, Ralph, just a second. We'll see what's the extra point, and then we'll move on because, you know, right now it sounds like Science Hill's in trouble.
Well, you know, like I said, I don't know that I would say they're in complete trouble yet, but it's got to be deflating when you drive down and pull the game within 10, and then you give Maryville such a a big play to get down to the goal line. And right now, barring this missed extra point, they're going to be down by 17. Let's see. The kick is up. The kick is good.
All right. So it's right now 17
20,
nothing?
No, it's 20-3 right now. Or
20 to 3.
20-3. Yes, sir.
All right, Ralph. Ralph's in the zone right here on Your High School Sports. We'll be talking back to him shortly. Lily Williams. Lily is out at Pisgah, North Carolina versus Davy Crockett. Who scored?
Hey, hello everybody. Network King Lily Williams here. David Crockett just scored on it was a 40-yard run. He scored a touchdown on their score right now is 7-0, 7:22 left. Right now, first quarter of the game, folks, and they just scored a touchdown. Huge big run and major turn right there to give them some motivation and inspiration on there. This the Network King Lily Williams.
Before you go, let me ask you a question. Pisgah's coming down from North Carolina. Are they a big physical football team, you think? Are they a big physical team?
Roddy, I'm having some trouble hearing you. Let me fix my something with my mic system. I can hear you just a little bit. I'll be right back on in just a few.
Okay, we'll get back with you. Lily Williams in the zone right here on Your High School Sports. We'll come back to you soon.
High School Sports.
All right. Lily Williams, we got all kinds of action going on. Maryville up 20-3 on Science Hill. Greenville up 7-0 on Dobbins Bennett. Davy Crockett up on Pisgah 7-0. All these scores right here in the zone on Your High School Sports. Some scores of interest. Corns 21, Carter 7. That is the second quarter score. A lot of things going on. Maryville, like Ralph just said, Maryville up 20-3 on Science Hill. Rockwood 7, Harriman zip. Cobb County still losing to Morristown West 7-0. Fulton 9, Bearden 0. Seymour 14 up on Heritage 6. Unicoi County 7, Sullivan East 0. Greenville 7, Dobbins Bennett 0. Elizabethton 7, Anderson County 0. And Crockett just scored on Pisgah to make their score 7-0. South Green 6, Chucky Doak 0. West Ridge 10, Cherokee 0. Knox Central 14 now up on Hardin Valley. And we go back to Lily Williams. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you just a little bit, Roddy, but I want to flip it over real quick just to let you know Pisgah on the kickoff has run it down. They are in the red zone right now. Let me flip this camera over here for you so you all can see here. And I'm telling you what, they're making David Crockett is making a tough stand right now because they are inside the 10 right now as we speak. They are inside the 10.
So they're inside the red zone. So I was asking you a question before you went ahead technical difficulty. Is Pisgah a big physical football team?
Roddy, with the sound right now, I'm telling you, it's real loud, the sound right now, so I'm barely hearing you and picking you up.
Okay,
I'll just on that part for you, but I'll tell you what, Pisgah's got a tough team. They have a real tough team, known right there, coming from out over there in the NC area, so it's going to be a great battle right now. Tennessee and North Carolina, you know, because they're right on that border.
Pisgah, a team that we followed here on Your High School Sports, they come from over in the Waynesville area. They have a huge following over there. We're going to stay with you, Lily, just a second. It is they look like they're running a up-tempo offense.
Touchdown. It's a touchdown for Pisgah. You just saw that pass play right there. They just put a touchdown right there on that one.
Yeah, I saw that. Let's stay with you till we get the extra point. Then I'll be getting in with Nathan Miranda. Nathan is at Your High School Sports Game of the Week. We're going to watch the extra point, then we'll go to him. But looks like you're in for a very good game out there, Lily Williams, with Davy Crockett hosting Pisgah. So It's going to be. We got all kinds of exciting games going on around the area, right here on the zone, right here on your high school sports. Extra point, Lily, was it good?
Yes, extra point was scored, Ronnie. They did score the extra point. Pisgah just scored it. So right now the score is 7-7. You're still in the first quarter. And hey, y'all, it's going to be a great game here. Just like you said, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a battle tonight. And this is Lee Williams. You're in the zone. Your high school sports. Back over to you, Ronnie.
Lee. Let's go out to our game of the week. Nathan Miranda. Nathan, what's going on at William Blount?
Hey, Roddy, yeah, that's right. I'm at the Your High School Sports Game of the Week. William Blount's taking on Sevier County. And William Blount went up 7-0 early in the second quarter. But Sevier County just had a long drive and scored to make it 7-6. They failed on the extra point attempt. So 7-6 right now, about 3 minutes, 50 seconds left in the half.
Before you go, is there any kind of hangover from Sevier County from last week losing to Knox West? You see a hangover?
Yeah, possibly. You could chalk it up to that. They were a little slow starting this game. William Blount had quite a few chances, but they had some drives that stalled. They did go down 7-0 early, Sevier County, but I think now they're starting to wake up a little more, and their offense is starting to click.
All right, so we'll be getting back with you. If you'd like to see more of the Your High School Sports Game of the Week, turn over to the Facebook page, and they got full action. Nathan, we'll be getting back with you shortly. David, what's going on in Elizabethton right now?
Elizabethton drove into the red zone. It's now 4th and 15, and they're going for it. I'll close it up. It's going to be almost intercepted.
4th and 15, and they went for it?
Yep, Anderson County, 4th and 15 from the 20-yard line. So Anderson County's going to take over about the 20-yard line.
What's the score? Still 7-0 Elizabethton?
Yep, still 7-0. That was a good drive. They had a couple of plays that backfired on them. They lost yardage, but that was a good drive right there.
All right. Well, David Lacey, he's at Elizabethton as they take on Anderson County right here on the zone, right here in Your High School Sports. David, we'll be checking back in with you.
Thanks, Roddy.
As you know, there's all kinds of things going on. We should be hearing from Brandon Martin. Brandon is out at the CPA. That is CPA taking on Cane Ridge coming up in a few minutes right here on Your High School Sports Zone. Ralph Miranda is down in Maryville. Well, Maryville leads Science Hill 20-3. Lee Williams is at Davy Crockett, where Davy Crockett and Pisgah all tied up at 7. And Anderson County, Elizabethton, where David Lacey, you just heard from David Lacey, where Elizabethton's up on Anderson County 7-0. Excuse me. Dobbins Bennett up on Greenville up on Dobbins Bennett 7-0. So all kinds of action going on tonight around the zone. It is a happening place when you've got 6 people coming to you from the zone. We're trying to get you action all over the Southeast. We got games everywhere this evening. As we get ready to go to Nashville, I want to run something down. We started a new poll, courtesy of USA Today out of the Nashville, Tennessee, and we're just following along with them. It's the Tennessee Super 25 rankings. Number 1 is Oakland with 175 points. Last week, they were ranked number 1. This week, they beat Lipkin Academy. So the polls will change next week because Livingston Academy is 5-0. Now these polls come out prior to the Friday night game. So if a game has already been played, you know it's going to come out on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, it will change. Lipkin Academy is 5-0, and let's go out to Mikey Hines. Mikey is at Greenville. And Mikey, I can't see you yet, but I'm waiting on you. Hey, Mikey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I sure can.
All right.
Give me some action.
All right, hold on. Greenville has just scored again. It's a Lawson kid. I can't think of what number he is. I couldn't catch it real quick. But he's already scored So it's 14-0 with 5:34 left in the first quarter.
Well, let me see some action. Dobbins Bennett with the ball.
Yes.
Quarterback Jake Carson keeps.
We'll stay with you, Mikey, for a few minutes. Stay right there.
Forced out of
Got some good
bounds
shots going on
by
right there.
Jaden Stevenson. It'll be 4th and 2.
Yeah, it's 4th and 2, Dobbins Bennett. So,
Are they bringing on the kicking team?
yeah, they're getting ready to punt it again.
You ready to punt it again? Let's stay with you in case we miss something here. While Mikey's getting set up, a couple of quick scores. Pigeon Forge 28, Scott County 0. West Ridge 17, Cherokee 0. South Green 6, Chucky Doak 0. Let's watch the action, the punt. Just stay right there, Mikey.
Front down at the Greenville 23. It'll be 1st and 10, Green Devils.
Hey, Mikey, let's talk a little bit about the Green Devils.
Okay.
Are they showing pretty much, they're playing a big, this is a 6A school versus a 4A school.
Right.
Is Greenville just physical or faster?
Yeah,
or what?
they're very physical. Like they went up for. I seen one pass that they went up. One of the wide receivers went up for it, and he's so tall he caught it, and it came down, hit it, and then Gudger is just so physical. The way he runs the ball, because when his feet are running, they can't stop him. He bounces off of a block and then he's gone. You know, if you look like I did some statistics earlier today, Greenville's average score is 56 points. Their opponent's average score is 9.8.
Whoa, that's really good. Well, you keep us abreast here coming up, and I'll come back to you. I'm gonna head out to Maryville right now, where the Science Hill Hilltoppers are taking on the Maryville Red Rebels. Mikey Hines in the zone at Greenville versus Dobbins Bennett. What's going on, Ralph?
Well, Roddy, that last little bit of information
Tackled by
from the last
Branson
report, we kind of missed the we missed the touchdown. Maryville was at the 20 after the Science Hill punt. They're lining up for the extra point right now, as you can see. With this extra point, it'll be 27-3. Let's see if they got it. We got a penalty there. Illegal procedure on the kicker, but obviously it's an extra point. But anyway, Maryville, after a Science Hill punt, Maryville took the ball at their own 32. Big pass play to get it down into Science Hill territory. And then after a third down conversion, they scored on a 20-yard run. So we've got about a minute left in the first half. Maryville is going to go up 27-3 with the extra point, or 26-3 without it.
All right, Ralph, we'll get back with you. You hang in there. I'm going to go up to Pisgah, to Davy Crockett in Pisgah. Lee Williams, talk to me. Looks like Crockett's getting ready to score.
Actually, Crockett just scored another one, Roddy. They already ran another one back in. So they had a nice little run in on that right there. The extra point just got made right there on that one. So they just kicked the extra point. So right now, Crockett is up 14-7. 14-7. Crockett's up over here.
On Pisgah, North Carolina. So, Lee, it looks like you're in for a track meet at your field.
It is, Roddy, indeed. I'll tell you what, and I'm getting my exercise in, because I'm going from one end of the field to the other, sir.
All right.
But I'll tell you what, it's a great game so far and a lot of energy. So, hey, you're in the zone here on Your High School Sports. Back over to you, Roddy.
All right, Lee. He is out there at Davy Crockett, where Crockett leads Pisgah, North Carolina, 14-7. We'll be checking back in with Lee in a little while. He a great game out there at Davy Crockett. So you hang in there, Lee. Get your track shoes on. So you may be running up and down the field a little bit.
Will do, sir. Will do. Take care now.
All right. Lee Williams, correspondent he is at Davy Crockett High School. That is in Jonesboro, Tennessee. And his game, Davy Crockett 14, Pisgah, North Carolina, came over the mountain to Davy Crockett 7. So a lot of things going on. Some quick scores: Loudon 7, Greenback 0, second quarter score. Back to it, East West Ridge, 17, Cherokee 0. South Green 12, Chucky Doak 0. Cloudon and Cosby tied up 6-6. Cosby coming into the game at 0-4, 6, and Cloudon comes in at 1-3, 6. So that's in the first quarter score. Elizabethton up on is still leading Anderson County 7-0. Greenville 14, Dobbins Bennett 0. Seymour 14, Heritage 6, and that will be next week. What a game we will have as your high school sports game of the week will feature the Greenville Green Devils as they travel down to Seymour, Tennessee to take on the Eagles. That will be our game of the week next week. Unicoi County 7, Sullivan East 0. William Blunt 7, Sevier County 6. That is our game of the week this week, right on our Facebook page. Tune in and check things out over on our Facebook page. Just go to Your High School Sports Facebook and see that game. It is our game of the week. Morristown West 21, Cobb County 0. That is a second quarter score. Chattanooga Brainerd 16, Austin East 0. Fulton 9, Bearden hasn't scored yet. Loudon 7, Greenback 0. Rockwood 14, Harriman 8. Knox Central 14, Hardin Valley 0. As Ralph Miranda just came to us in the zone, Maryville 27, Science Hill 3. What a great game. Pigeon Forest, Scott Meadows is getting back on track. His team, his Tigers, are back on track. 28-0 over Scott County. Farragut still leading South Door 14-7. That is the second quarter score. Campbell County 7, Kingston 0. McMinn County 7, East Hamilton 0. Chattanooga score starting to roll in now. Corns 28, Knox Central 7. That is a surpriser. Gardensville 7, Collierville. That's Cofield. Sorry about that. Cofield 0. Lenore City 6, Robbinsville, North Carolina. A lot of North Carolina schools are coming over to play more of the East Tennessee schools right here in our area. That is Lenore City 6, Robbinsville, North Carolina 0. Meigs County 7, McMinn County 0. Corns all over Knox Carter 34-7. It's the second quarter, 34-7. That is correct. I said that right. 34-7. Corns leads Knox Carter. Corns coming in 3-2. Carter 4-1 on this season. As we get on down, Sweetwater 16, Sequatchie 0. That is the first quarter score. Tyner Academy 14, Soddy Daisy 0. That is the first quarter score. And no score from out in the West Tennessee area. Baylor 7, Ooltewah. That is Chattanooga. Baylor 7, Ooltewah 0. A lot of scores, and will be coming down the pipe real soon here on Your High School Sports. Lenore City just scored. Lenore City 13, Robbinsville, North Carolina 0. You have to excuse me for my cough. I'm still battling this this thing they call, starts with a C. So, but I'm over it. I'm not contagious. It just has a little cough. I look at Victoria all the time and tell, if I can get rid of this cough, I feel great. So I'm getting better. I'm better. She says I'm better. The boss says I'm better. She's sitting over here. She don't like to be on camera, but she's sitting here. She can come on over here. Come on over here. Come on. They will see. You can be in the zone. Come on. Okay. She says okay. She's going to do a few scores here later on. She's gonna help us out. Maryville 27, 27-3 over Science Hill. It might be a time for our guys to maybe going home a little early tonight. And I always tell you, if a team is ahead 35 points or more in the third quarter, the game is what they call a running clock. So hope we can help you out here. But a running clock, it'll happen if there's 35 points scored. Elizabethton still leading Anderson County 7-0. As we get ready to not went away, you guys, but just kind of checking on Mr. Brandon Martin. He'll be coming to us momentarily out in the Middle Tennessee area. Quick score, first quarter, Gatlinburg Pittman 21, Costa Christian, that is out of Alabama. A lot of teams, like I said, want to come in to East Tennessee, a real hotbed of high school football in this part of the country. Going back to Mikey Hines out at Greenville, as the Dobbins-Bennett Indians are taking on the Greenville Green Devils. Hey, Mikey, talk to me. He's come up, but he is not there yet. Hey, Mikey, talk to me.
All right. Greenville it's still 14-0 right now, but Dobbins-Bennett is driving. They're at, looks like the 25 or 30-yard line.
Okay. Stay with it. Stay with it. You give me some good shots, Mikey. I love it. I can see the field. I can see the team. Greenville decked out in their green jerseys, white pants. Looks like Dobbins-Bennett is kind of how much time in the second quarter, Mikey?
It's first quarter.
Okay. Still in the first quarter.
Yeah,
okay.
They're about to end this quarter, so I'm going to have to jog down the other end.
Well, I told you to put your track shoes on last night the other day. Put them on because it's going to be one of them kind of games up and down the field. So come back to me when you get on the other side. Mikey Hines is in the zone right here on High School Sports. Mikey, we'll check back in with you a little bit later when you get situated down on the other end. Told him in our Tuesday meeting that he may need to wear his track shoes because I'd say Greenville Green Devils and Dobbins-Bennett Indians, two really good football teams here in East Tennessee. Really good football teams. As we continue on, scores, a little bit of scores, quick score updates. Sweetwater 30, Squatchy County 0. That's the first quarter score. East Hamilton 13, McMinn County 7. Meigs County 7, McMinn Central 0. Halls and Powell still tied at halftime. This is a halftime score. Powell 0, Knox Halls 0. Meigs County just scored. It's 21-0 over McMinn Central. Chattanooga Tyner Academy. I want to call them Chattanooga Tyner, which they used to be. This Tyner Academy 14 and Saudi Daisy 0. Mikey Hines is back in position. He has made his way down the field. Mikey, give me a little bit of, there you go. There you go. So what down is it, Mikey?
It's 1st and 10. Looks like on the 14-yard line.
Okay. All right. Set to play right there. Keep it right there. Nothing from has it been all Greenville? Has Dobbins-Bennett this is the first real drive for Dobbins-Bennett?
Well, yeah, I mean they moved the ball. It's just they just haven't been able to capitalize on some of the mistakes that Greenville has made.
Oh, Greenville's making mistakes. What, like fumbles and what they doing?
No, personal fouls type of thing, like roughing the passer. I saw it looked like.
Okay, so Greenville's been their worst own enemy, huh?
Yeah, I mean they haven't made a lot, but they've made a few. And that's when you need to capitalize on them.
Yeah, you do. Sure do. Going back to Mikey, we'll check back in with you in about 5 seconds. All right, we'll go to Lee Williams. So just mute yourself. Hey, Lee, what's going on at Crockett?
Hey, Roddy, I'm out here. We just got a big interception. David Crockett just got a big interception right now that they got over here. David Crockett, and now they are on the 30, and they're running right now, and they're breaking inside the red zone right now. So they're inside the 20 right now. So a great turnaround of plays right now. David Crockett ahead, 14-7 over Pisgah.
Well, Lily, you mic yourself. We're watching Greenville. We're getting double highlights here, guys. Greenville and Dobbins Bennett.
Noah Blankenship thrown for a loss by
Yes, sir.
Cameron Lester.
They just Roddy,
I got you. Go, Mikey.
they just sacked. Greenville has just sacked the quarterback, so it's 4th and 8 at the 26. They're going to have to at least get this field goal.
All right, we'll stay with you. We'll get back to Lily just a second.
Also
We're both in the
14,
red zones
it'll be
here at
4th and
Dobbins
22.
Bennett, which Dobbins Bennett is going for it. Like Mikey just said, just sacked a quarterback from Dobbins Bennett. And Lily, his red zone is Davy Crockett. Is down inside the red zone. We'll stay right here as Dobbins Bennett tries a field goal. All right, timeout.
Yeah, timeout.
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 Yeah, Dobbins Bennett has a timeout right now going on. Dobbins Bennett.
Okay.
I mean,
All right, so
has a timeout going on too.
all right, so
The Greenville
mute
High School
yourself,
Athletic
Mikey.
Department would like to thank their
Talk to
champions
Lily for a
program.
second. Lily, you set up Davy Crockett.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. David Crockett just coming off a timeout right now, but they are running the ball, and he is actually, number 4 is cutting in, and we have a out of bounds. He's out of bounds right at the 3. It looks like.
All right, we'll stay with you,
Hold on,
Lily.
it's not a touchdown. It's not a
Not a
first down.
touchdown. He's
It's
first
a
down.
first down. First
First
down,
down.
Crockett, and they are on the 3-yard line right now, Roddy.
Okay, we'll stay with you. It's still timeout by Dobbins Bennett is taking a timeout with Greenville. So we're in the zone with Lily Williams, Crockett, and Pisgah.
Read on the rest of the Pioneers.
Getting close.
Yes, sir. Easing it on in right there. So they're pulling right on in right now. I tell you what, Pisgah just ran into a world of problems. They had a couple of penalties back to back, a 15-yard penalty on a holding play. They had a holding play and they had an offsides play. And so they have some penalties and they threw that interception. And it's definitely giving David Crockett some momentum. It's giving some great momentum right now.
All right, you mute yourself. Let me talk to Mikey Hines. Mikey, Dobbins Bennett is going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, they went at 4th down, incomplete. So Greenville's taking over on downs.
All right, we'll be back with you shortly, Mikey, as Greenville still leads 14-0, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll come back to you.
You are in the zone with your high school sports, and back to you, Robbie.
All right. Let's go out to right quick to Ralph Miranda. Ralph, what's going on with your place?
Hey, Roddy, how are you? Things
I'm
here
good.
are going pretty well. It's halftime here at Maryville. As you can see, the Maryville band is performing at the moment. Maryville is up 27-3 at halftime. As I said on a couple other reports, Science Hill has given them, quite a battle as far as moving the football, but a couple big plays has put them behind the 8 ball, and you can start to tell now that Maryville is starting to kind of control the game and take over, and it's going to be tough. Maryville gets the ball to start the second half, so if they put another touchdown in, it's going to be really tough.
And you'll be going home early.
We're not. Hey, I'll stay here to the bitter end, Roddy, because you know why? Because you're in the zone on your high school sports.
All right, Ralph, we'll get back with you. Let's go check in with Nathan. He's at our game of the week. Nathan, what's going on at William Blunt?
Hey, Roddy, that's right. Yeah, I'm at the Your High School Sports Game of the Week. You can watch live on Facebook. William Blunt taking on Sevier County. It's halftime right now. 14-7, Sevier County's leading. It was 7-6 with just a few minutes left in the half, but Sevier County had about a 40-yard screen pass, got him down inside the 20, and they followed that up with a short touchdown run, and then they went for 2 to make it 14-7. So it's halftime right now. It's a close game. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the second half. This is Nathan Miranda on the Zone, Your High School Sports.
All right, Nathan. Thank you, sir. Back to Lily Williams. Lily, did they kick a field goal?
Yes, so actually they scored a touchdown and they kicked the extra point. So right now, David Crockett is up 21-7, and we're ready to have a kickoff happening right now, Roddy, as we speak.
Let's see what happens. The last time they kicked off, Pisgah ran it back, didn't they?
Yes, sir. Pisgah did run it back earlier. He stopped right there, right on that 25-yard line this time.
All right, so we'll get back out to you, Lily, at Davy Crockett right now up 20. Is it 14-7?
No, David Crockett is up 21-7 right now. We're in the second quarter, Roddy. And I'll tell you what, you're in the zone right here at your high school sports. Back over to you, Roddy.
All right, thanks, Lily. Lee Williams is out at Davy Crockett High School, where they're taking on the Pisgah Black Bears from over in Waynesville, North Carolina. And the score, Davy Crockett 21, Pisgah 7. So right there a lot. We just got a win around the horn. Ralph Miranda is down in Maryville, where Maryville's leading Science Hill 27-3. Down in our game of the week, who has been your high school sports game of the week, is William Blount taking on Sevier County. Sevier County up 14-7, as Nathan Miranda just reported. And out at Greenville, the Green Devils lead Dobbins Bennett 14-0. So we heard from Brandon Martin. He is out at Cane Ridge as they take on CPA, which will be coming up shortly. We have a lot going on for them, and he says it already has a drive for Cane Ridge is up 7-0 on the first long touchdown drive by Cane Ridge in that game over CPA. So we should be hearing from Brandon Martin real soon from that game out in the Nashville area. A lot of going on around the area. Let's get you caught up on some scores. Farragut 14, Southall 7. That's a halftime score. Most of your East Tennessee scores will be coming to you at will be halftime scores from our area. So Campbell County 21, Kingston 0, Chattanooga Brainerd 24, Austin East 0. Greenville 14, as we said, over Dobbins Bennett. As we get things cranked up here, getting you ready for our all second half games. Plus, we're getting ready to go out to Nashville area and catch up with Brandon Martin right here in the zone. Some scores of interest. West Ridge, this is halftime. West Ridge 24, Cherokee 0. South Green 12, Chucky Doak 6. Cloudon 22, Cosby 6. Crockett 21, as Lily Williams said, Crockett 21, Pisgah, North Carolina 7. Elizabeth is still leading Anderson County in the second quarter with 12 minutes to go. That game was kicked off at 7:30. So Elizabeth is 7, Anderson County 0, Union County 6, Granger County 0. The game that Mikey Hines is at, Greenville leading Dobbins Bennett 14-0. Seymour 14 over Heritage. Sevier County 14. Our game of the week, Sevier County 14. And William Blount 7. Sevier County scored right at the end of the game, right at the end of the half. So it's halftime at our game of the week. So Fulton 15 and Bearden 10. Brandon Martin is joining us from out in at Cane Ridge. What's going on at that game? You said it's 7-0 in favor of Cane Ridge. Describe what happened.
7-0 Cane Ridge, Roddy. Cane Ridge was able to score on their first drive of the game. Had a long pass on about 40 yards for a touchdown. CPA picked up one first down. Cane Ridge, the Ravens were able to pitch down and stop them. The Ravens are in the red zone right now. Hit a long pass to Luke Phillips third. Made a great catch and came down at about the 5-yard line. Ran one play, got stopped, and now Cane Ridge is second and goal from about the 4.
All right, let's go hold it with you. see what happened to you.
Hey, if the name Moose Phillips sounds familiar, that is the same Moose Phillips that played at the University of Tennessee. He coaches here at Cane Ridge, and that is his son that made that catch. He's number 2 in purple.
Okay.
Cane Ridge going to hand off up the middle, and CPA just meets them in the middle. Number 10 in white is Langston Patterson. He's a Vanderbilt commit, one of the top-rated players in the country. He was in that pile. I believe number 55 is in there. He's a commit to the University of Charlotte as well. So
Okay.
CPA are current reigning Division II 2A state champions. Those linebackers are the heart and soul of this team. They run through those guys. They're very talented. It's a really, really good group. I've watched them play for several years. Those guys are really good. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Cane Ridge is going to go play action. Pass knocked down at the line. I couldn't see who got a hand on it. But it's going to be 4th and goal for about the 4 here. For Cane Ridge, going to be decision time. You can see number 55 there in purple as well. That is Eric Gaspin. He is currently committed to the University of Memphis. He's going there as a defensive lineman, and he plays both ways here for the Ravens. Looks like Cane Ridge is the lead going to try a field goal here. So we'll see what we get here. Moose Phillips, the holder, he's already made some great catches, so that you might keep your eye open. Holds down, kicks up. Got it through. 10-0 Ravens here.
10-0 favor Cane Ridge. So I tell you what, Brandon, looks like you got a really good one. You brought some really good games to us from the zone. So we'll be checking back in with you as things progress down the road. So Brandon Martin in the zone right here on your high school sports. Cane Ridge and CPA.
Hey, you're in the zone with your high school sports. Back to you, Roddy.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. I tell you what, Brandon has got a really good game. He talked about some players to watch in that game. One commitment to Memphis, a couple of other commitments on CPA to some Power 5 schools. So there's a lot of things going on around the Southeast right here for week number 6 on your high school sports, the zone. We've got people all over the area. So as we get ready to our East Tennessee games are in at halftime, except the Davy Crockett Pisgah game. It looks like a really, really good game. Some scores from out in Middle Tennessee. White House 6, Sagemore 0. That is the first quarter score. Back to the scoreboard. As we Loudon 14, Greenback 0, Rockwood 21, Harriman 14. That's the second quarter score. Knox Central 14, Hardin Valley 0. As Ralph Miranda spoke, it's Maryville 27, Science Hill 3. Looks like we have a update. Monterey 14, Tennessee Heat. That is another one of those private schools. Tennessee Heat 0. Pigeon Forge 28, Scott County 0. Coach Courtney is Farragut Admirals 14, South Doll 7. Campbell County 28, Kingston 0. Chattanooga Central 7, Clinton 0. East Hamilton 13, McMinn County 7. Signal Mountain 14, East Ridge 0. Chattanooga Hickson 6. Chattanooga Howard 0. Corns 34, Carter 13. Lenore City 13, Robbinsville, North Carolina 7. McMinn County 35, McMinn Central 0. Cumberland County 3, Polk County 0. Halls and Powell still no score. Sweetwater 37, Sequatchie 0. As we move on down the road here, I hope you enjoyed the zone for week number 6 for scores and zone coverage from all over the Southeast. We've got Dobbins Bennett versus Greenville, CPA versus Cane Ridge, Science Hill versus Maryville, Pisgah, North Carolina versus Davy Crockett, Anderson County versus Elizabethton. And our game of the week is Sevier County versus William Blount. Quick score, Upperman 10, Watertown 0. Chattanooga Baylor 17, Ooltewah 0. We're starting to get more scores in as the night progresses. As Brandon Martin is out in the Nashville area, CPA and Cane Ridge. Cane Ridge leads 10-0 over CPA. Loudon 21, Greenback 0. That's a halftime score. Fayetteville 6, Collinwood 0. Lawrence County 14, Glencoe 0. Laredo 7, Lewis County 0. First quarter score. A lot of the Memphis games have not started. So Memphis Melrose 8, Haywood 0. Chester County 7, Orange County 7. Macon County 6, Portland 0. And as we get down to some of the private schools, Division II, no score from Brentwood Academy and MBA, which would be a good game. And BGA is taking on Pope John Paul II. Notre Dame is taking on Grace Christian in Knoxville. Chattanooga Christian is taking on CAK. Our game of the week was supposed to be in Swain County, North Carolina, taking on Kings Academy, but was postponed due to COVID. And Grace Christian, Franklin, Tennessee, is taking on Webb School, no score. And a lot of the other schools are out in West Tennessee. So a lot of things to back to the East Tennessee area that scores and highlights coming up. Henry County 3, South Gibson 0. As we move on back up to the East Tennessee area, as we get things rolling. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you'd like to see some live game action, should be starting very soon with our game of the week, Sevier County versus William Blount. Sevier County up 14-0, 14-7, excuse me, 14-7 favor of Sevier County. That game can be seen live on Your High School Sports Facebook page as we speak. A lot of going on around the area. And a couple of quick notes, I guess, since I've got some time to kill, let's give a shout out to those great sponsors who help make Your High School Sports game of the week possible, and also the Zone right here on Your High School Sports. Krispy Kreme donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge and on Highway 66. We stopped by earlier. Victoria, was you eating a donut just a minute ago? Oh, she's eating one. See, we stopped by and picked up some donuts earlier. Victoria ate one. She's sitting in the studio with me tonight. Hopefully she can take over, but she said no. So I was hoping that she would step in and do a few scores. She looks a lot better than I do. So you guys might like her a lot more than me. Union County 6, Granger County 6, Sevier County Electric System in covering all of Sevier County with electrical system and service for residential and for all the businesses and for all the high schools games that are going on right now in Sevier County. Riverstone Resort and Spa, one of the nicest places you can ever stay in Sevier County. If you're on if you're out there and you just want to have some fun, go by Riverstone Resort, spend the weekend, spend a week, spend a couple of weeks. Let your significant other go to the spa, get pampered, and just relax. You're right there. You can go and you can walk the restaurants, local restaurants. A lot of things going on there in the heart of Pigeon Forge. Buddy's Barbecue feeding the crew tonight. Also feeding the crew here in the studio, making Your High School Sports the Zone possible. Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash, Alewine Pottery, Blades Hair Salon, and Sesquitos 2, sponsors helping make this this show possible, and also your high school sports game of the week. Next week, join us for your high school sports game of the week. It will feature the #1 Greenville Green Devils if they get out of a contest tonight with Dobbins Bennett. We will be down in Seymour as Greenville Green Devils take on the Seymour Eagles. That will be I'm thinking maybe a 7:30, but check back to your high school sports Facebook page coming up later on next week. We'll have the details and what time the game. I do know this, one of our announcers, Jake Nichols, will not be with us next week. It'll be Ralph Miranda, who's handling the zone duties tonight. Ralph will be stepping in for Jake. He has got a prior commitment, and he will not be there, but it'll be Ralph Miranda and Chris Blevins next Friday night from Seymour as the Eagles will host Greenville Green Devils. That will be your high school sports game of the week next week. There will not be a zone next week. Will not be doing the zone next week, but you can rejoin us on the 8th of October. A few things we've got to take care of, so the zone will not be here next Friday night. But I tell you what, a lot of great action tonight in the zone. Dobbins Bennett at Greenville, CPA at Cane Ridge, Science Hill at Maryville, Pisgah, North Carolina at Davy Crockett, and Anderson County taking on Elizabeth. And back to Lee Williams. Lee, what is going on out there at Davy Crockett?
Hey, everybody, just want to give you an update right now. We are now just now heading into halftime. We're heading into halftime right now, and your score is 21-7. David Crockett is up against Pisgah, 21-7 right now, and they're heading to halftime right now as we speak. Just want to give y'all an update on there. Hey, you're in the zone, your high school sports. Back over to you, Roddy.
All right, Lee is reporting his game. Davy Crockett 21, Pisgah, North Carolina 7. It is halftime at Davy Crockett. We'll be checking back with you, Lee, in the third quarter. All right, so as Lee we'll talk to you in the halftime.
Yes, sir.
All right,
We're
as we get ready for the third quarter games that's coming up, a lot of things are happening, some scores to as it is halftime. I think I will take a quick break, and we'll be back right here on your high school sports in a moment. Welcome back to your high school sports. Roddy Woods in the zone for week number 6 here in the high school football season. A lot of things going on around the area. Trying to talk the boss into doing some scores for us. A different voice, a different face here on the zone. Come here. Here's some quick score updates from around the state of Tennessee and across the Southeast. Decatur County, Riverside 14. These are some early scores out in the Memphis area. 14-0 versus Dyersburg. Union County 7, Sullivan East 21. That's a halftime score. West Ridge 24, Cherokee 0, South Green 20, Chucky Doak 6. That is a school that's in Greene County. Both those schools are in Greene County. Cloudon 46, Cosby 6. That's the second quarter score. Davy Crockett 21, as Lily Williams just reported, 21-7. Just went to half. Elizabethton 7, Anderson County 0. That is still in the second quarter. I'd say that game is getting close to halftime. So a lot of things, a lot of games right now. It is football weather, as we know. That everybody has noticed there is football weather in the air. Some great high school football action going on. So listen up. Let me give you a few scores and highlights from what's going on. Union County 6, Granger County 6. Greenville 14, Dobbins Bennett 0. Seymour 14, Heritage 6. Sullivan East 21, Unicoi County 7. Tennessee High 14, Abington, Virginia 14. Happy Valley 6, Unaka 0. West Green 10, North Green 0. Sevier County 14, William Blount 7. Brainerd 24, Austin East 0. Fulton 15, Bearden 0. Cleveland 14, Walker Valley 7, 0. Forgive me. Gardensville 7, Coalfield 0. Morristown West 24, Cobb County 0. Gatlinburg Pittman 21, Costa Christian of Alabama 0. Loudon 21, Greenback 0. Rockwood 35, Harriman 14. These are second quarter scores. Knox Central 14, Hardin Valley 0. Maryville 27, and Nathan Morandon is back in the zone with us here on Your High School Sports. Nathan, what's going on with at your game right now? No, it's halftime.
No, it's second half now. About 7:35 left in the third quarter, and Sevier County just scored to put them up 21-7 with a long touchdown pass, about 57 yards, I believe. Their receiver was just wide open, waiting at about the 20-yard line for the ball. Caught it and just basically walked in the end zone. So that was a big play, and William Blount now is looking at a pretty large deficit in the second half, so they'll have to step up and get something moving on offense.
Let me ask you, Sevier County got the ball second half. It was that first they got the ball and came back and went down and scored.
No, they didn't score on their first drive. They did get the ball to start the second half, punted. William Blount had a drive that got into Sevier County territory, but that stalled as well. So this was, I believe, the second drive for Sevier County in the second half.
All right. Well, we'll be getting back. We'll get back to your job. Helping out the broadcasters right there. Nathan Morandon, 21-7 versus Sevier County, our game of the week. Let's go up to Elizabethton. And what's going on, David? Elizabethton just scored.
Walker Wallace just scored on about a 30-yard touchdown run. That's 14, the left and the 38-second quarter. It's like back and forth from those two. Lost the team. More weather fights than every football. Some of the things can be some of them now. I'm a fan, so I can handle both ways for both teams. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a hard top round game. This is about to set up the third ball. They don't get they get a lot of passing.
All right, David. Out there at Elizabethton, as the Cyclones are still winning, and Anderson County coming back. David, we'll get back with you a little bit later as Elizabethton and Anderson County right there in Elizabethton. David Lacey in the zone right here on your high school sports. As we continue on with scores from around the Southeast, Loudon 21, Greenback 0, Rockwood 35, Harriman 14. As Nathan Miranda was talking to us about Sevier County up on William Blount. That is our game of the week. Pretty big deficit for William Blount to come back. Right now it is 21-6 favor, 21-7 favor of Sevier County. The Smoky Bears are pretty much having their way with the Governors tonight. Right now, 10-7 from Cane Ridge. Cane Ridge 10, CPA 7. CPA scored on a 40-yard screen pass with 6:13 left in the half. That is Brandon Martin's game, and he will be back with us shortly from out at Cane Ridge and CPA, where Cane Ridge still leads 10-7 over the visiting CPA. So a few more scores to get you caught up with. North Jackson 7, South Pittsburgh 0, Gallatin 7, Cookville 6, Robbins, North Carolina 14, Lenore City 13, Seymour 14, Heritage 12, McMinn County, Jellicoe 35, Sunbright 0. That's second quarter score. Fayetteville 22, Collinswood 0. That is also a second quarter score. Sale Creek 35, Oakdale 0. Back to you, David. What's going on, Elizabethton? Did they run the kickoff back?
Got it first and 10 of 25 to 42 seconds left in the half.
All right. Well, hold it right there. Mute yourself. I'm going to go to Maryville right now. Ralph Miranda. Hold on. Hey, Ralph, what's going on? Is it halftime over?
Yeah, it's over, Roddy. We got about 7 minutes left in the third quarter right now, and it looks like Science Hill has the ball on the Maryville 11-yard line, and they've got a second down and second and 10 from the 15. So let's see if we can figure out if Science Hill can get in the end zone. Maryville took the starting kickoff of the second quarter or of the third quarter, was not able to move it at all due to a holding penalty, punted it to Science Hill, and they completed a long pass. The quarterback is now scrambling, and he looks like he's almost gotten out of it. He's got some great scrambling ability, but they're going to take him down now for a loss of yardage. So right now, Science Hill's going to have the ball. Looks like third down from about the 20, but we've got a penalty flag at the moment. But it's still Maryville 26, Hill 3.
All right, so we'll get back with you shortly, Ralph. You hang in there. We'll get back with you. David, back to you up at Elizabethton. Did they score?
4-yard line. We've got 28 seconds left. The clock is running.
Okay.
Lawrence to the outside. Looks like he's down for one. Picked up by Shannon. So we'll have timeout, it looks like. So Elizabeth will stop the clock. I'll get back to you in just a minute.
All right. You stay right there. We got it. We got it.
You got a quarterback.
Okay. Well, you hang in there, and we'll be getting back with you. Looks like Elizabethton is starting to maybe, you think, take over this game?
I think they are. The offensive line starting to turn. They're getting big plays again in the passing game, either build it or pass it. So it's looking better and better as the game goes on.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna leave you. We'll be back with you. Give us a quick score update when they score. But that's David Lacey. He's in the zone at Elizabethton High School as Elizabethton takes on Anderson County. As David just said, it looks like Elizabethton is about to take over this game. They're down in the red zone, about ready to score. We'll hold the picture right here for a second with Elizabethton. It's timeout on the field as Elizabethton gets ready to take on. Let's see what happens right here, and then we'll check in with some more scores, bringing some more updates. Cadova 20, Arlington 14. Second quarter score 12 minutes ago as we watch Elizabethton and Anderson County. What's going on? Looks like a little bit of confusion there, David.
They didn't reset the clock, and they got a game because the ball can't get the switch on there. They didn't reset it. Hey, timeout by 10. We might just stay off the next hour.
We'll go out to Brandon Martin right quick. We'll be back with you in a moment, David. So let's see what's going on. David Lacey in the zone at Elizabethton and Anderson County. David, we'll be back with you just shortly. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Roddy, we just had another score in this game. CPA had come back. They had made it 10-7 on their last drive. They had a long screen pass. They broke for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Quarterback Cade Law comes up, had a couple of nice plays, and they were able to wait a minute. Is he going to get loose or not? Nope. Able to get him back.
I thought you showed me a great run back. So go ahead.
It's 14-10 now. CPA is taking the lead. Cade Law broke about a 30-yard touchdown run on their last drive. Was able to put the Lions back ahead. The Ravens just got the ball back. The thing with this Ravens team and where they have had some success is they have got the speed to get outside of CPA, and they've got the speed to beat them deep. They've got a bunch of athletes on this team that if they get the ball in space, it can be in a hurry. So still a really interesting game, but we have had a lead change. We got about 4 minutes left to play. And I just wanted to give you an update on that, and I'll let you move this where you need to, but you were in the zone with your high school sports. Back to you, Roddy.
All right, Brandon and CPA and Cambridge out there. Looks like David's game up at Elizabethton. Did Elizabethton just score, David?
Sure, brought the ball up the middle to the All right, Roddy, it's got to be 21. Less than 10 seconds left in the half. First to shut out, and I'll get back to it at halftime. Okay?
All right, thanks, David. David Lacey out at Elizabethton as a Falcon take on Anderson County. David in the zone right here on your high school sports. We'll check in with him later on. As he said, it's 21-0 favor Elizabethton over Anderson County. A couple of quick things about what David is doing. He's giving you fan perspective of here on the zone. He's actually a fan in the stands at Elizabethton and taking the he's showing you the fan perspective as he grows 21-0. Mikey Hines is back in the game. Talk to us, Mikey. What's going on at Greenville?
Nothing.
Hey, Roddy, can you hear me good?
I sure can.
Okay, right before the half, Dommins Bennett intercepted the ball, so it's still 14-0. So the momentum's starting to shift towards Dommins Bennett, I think, as far as their defense is concerned, because they're starting to show up now. They're starting to, like I said, they got an interception just before half.
Okay, is it halftime right now?
Yeah, it's got a minute and 25 seconds left.
Third quarter.
Okay, in the second quarter.
No, they didn't score in that second quarter, so it's getting ready to be third quarter starting out.
Oh, third quarter starting out. Okay. Well, you hang in there and come back to us when you got give me a touchdown or some red zone action. Mikey Hines out in Greenville.
You are in the zone with your high school sports, and back to you, Roddy.
All right, Mikey. Mikey, he's covering one of the big games for us right here on the zone. He's covering Dobbins Bennett versus Greenville. And right now, the Green Devils are leading 14-0 with like 1 minute. They're getting ready to kick back off in the third quarter, but he said that Greenville was driving. Dobbins been an interception a pass and broke up that scoring drive as Greenville was about to take it in again. So some scores around Elizabethton, as we say, Elizabethton 21, as David Lacey just gave us an update. Brandon Martin in the zone right here on Your High School Sports. What's going on, Brandon? Can't hear you.
We got another quick change score, Roddy. Cane Ridge came out, had a couple of plays, got a bad sack on second down. Went to pass, quarterback steps up in the pocket, gets hit on third down. Tip ball, it was a high ball, but tip ball intercepted. CPA gets the ball back at about the Cane Ridge 40, and Cade Law goes up top on the first play for scrimmage for a 40-yard touchdown. The Lions, after starting out in a 10-0 hole, are now up 21-10. They've scored 21 unanswered. We've got 2 minutes to play in the half, but I will say, if you want to stay with me just for a minute, this kickoff, Cane Ridge has nearly broken 2. So it has been, they've got a lot of speed. It's really entertaining. It might be worth watching this.
Let's watch what happens.
If CPA decides to kick to them, Cane Ridge is really dangerous on the return. So we'll see what happens here.
Okay.
They may just squib one, but we'll see. Now they're going to kick deep. Here we go. Good block. He fell down, lost his footing at about the 20. So Cane Ridge really started out strong in this thing, but now they've given up 21 unanswered. The offense has stalled out a little bit. They got to start getting the ball to their receivers on the edges. They got to start making use of this really elite, exceptional speed that they've got. They got to get easy throws, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick, because CPA has turned up the blitzing, and these linebackers are starting to get home.
All right. 21-10 favors CPA out in Nashville. Brandon Martin, we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, you're in the zone on Your High School Sports. Back to you, Roddy.
All right, thanks. Let's go. Nathan Miranda, he is at our game of the week. Sevier County, William Blunt. What's going on, Nathan?
Hey, Roddy, yeah, that's right. I'm here at William Blunt, taking on Sevier County. William Blunt just made it 21-14 with about a minute left in the third quarter. It was 2nd and 20. They had about a 35-yard touchdown pass to bring within one touchdown. So it's getting close there in the second half, and I'll be right here to give you all the updates. You're in the zone on Your High School Sports.
All right, Nathan. Thank you, sir. Nathan Miranda reporting from our Your High School Sports game of the week. Sevier County leading 21-14 over William Blunt. If you'd like to see more of that action that Nathan's talking about, flip over to Your High School Sports Facebook page and check out all the action. A couple of quick scores. CPA 21, Cane Ridge 10. That's where Brandon Martin is this evening. Rockwood 42, Herman 20. Cumberland County 17, Polk County 0. Sale Creek 35, Oakdale 7. Sweetwater 44, Sequatchie, that's a halftime score. Sequatchie 0. Chattanooga Tyner Academy, I got to remember to say that. Tyner Academy 28, Saudi Daisy 7. Clay County 7 over Westmoreland 0. Casco 17, Community 8. These are some Middle Tennessee scores. Franklin County 14, Grundy County 0. Chattanooga Baylor 31, Udawal 0. Some of the games, no scores from other games. Upperman 10 and Watertown 0. Brandon Martin is back with us here on the zone. Go for it, Brandon.
Hey, Roddy.
Something?
Yeah, we got another quick score. The wheels have come off for Cane Ridge here. They get the ball back after that last CPA touchdown. Get on the second down, throw an out route over here at about the 25-yard line. It gets intercepted by London Humphrey, who caught the last touchdown pass for CPA, and he runs it all the way back for a touchdown. It is 28-10 Lions, and they have scored a bunch of points in a big flurry here. what went from a really nice lead for the Ravens has turned into now a 3-score hole that they're in. And the 2 turnovers are really what has hurt Cane Ridge. The 2 interceptions, the first one turned into an immediate touchdown for CPA, and then the Lions were able to run one all the way back for the pick 6. So the Ravens have only got about a minute left to play. They really pretty desperately need some points here if they want to get back in it.
All right, I'm gonna go check in with Maryville because all the teams down in Nashville want to check out Maryville. So we're gonna head to Maryville. CPA leading Cane Ridge 28-10. Brandon, you're in the zone right here on your high school sports. Ralph Miranda, what's going on? Looks like Maryville's on the move again.
Well, we've had an interesting third quarter here, Roddy. Last time I checked in with you, it was 27-3 Maryville. Maryville had to punt it back to Science Hill. Science Hill drove the length of the field with some shifty passing by their quarterback and scored a touchdown to make it 27-10 Maryville. Maryville took on the next kickoff, it was 27-10. Science Hill tried an onside kick. It was unsuccessful. Maryville got the ball at midfield, drove it down and scored. So with about 4 minutes left in the third quarter, Maryville's up 34-10, and they've got Science Hill in the 3rd and 10 hole right now.
Okay, let's watch a little action from your game.
Okay.
I got Brandon Martin on the line. He's at Cane Ridge CPA, and he's saying that a lot of the Nashville schools are looking at Maryville. I wonder why, Ralph.
Well, I'm sure they are, but I think Maryville. The funny thing about Maryville, Roddy, is they only show you what they need to beat you. Their passing attack has been very non-complicated, for lack of a better way to say it tonight, but I really think they're just using whatever they can to win this game. Maryville, they execute. That's the difference. They execute so well that you cannot afford to make any mistakes. And in my opinion, knowing what I know about the Nashville schools, I really think Oakland is the only team that has a chance to beat them come semifinal time.
Yeah, we had the game of the week last night was in Nashville. It was Oakland taking on Lipkin Academy, and they came out. They came out on a winning, but it was 29-21. So I don't know, Ralph. I don't know.
Well, we're going to find out. We got a lot of football to be played, no question about that. But I think Maryville and Oakland will end up in the semifinals, playing for the spot in the state championship.
Definitely. Ralph Miranda, he is at Maryville, where the Rebels are leading 34-10 on this Friday night. 34-10, as Ralph Miranda just said, he's in the zone at Maryville, and we talked a little bit about football in the future, and it looks like it may be come down to Oakland and Maryville in the semifinals to see who plays in the state championship. But a good one down in Nashville right now. CPA leads Cane Ridge 28-10. A really good game. Sevier County, our game of the week. Sevier County versus Blount County, and Sevier County is up on William Blount right now. It is a really good game. We've got some games going on around the state of Tennessee and other places. Farragut 14. That's halftime score. Farragut 14. Southdale 7. A lot of good football to be played on this Friday night. Let's run a few scores. Finally, in the fourth quarter, right now, Powell 7, Halls 0, North Jackson 14, South Pittsburgh 0, Gordonsville 14, Coalfield 0, Morristown West 31, Cobb County 0, Gatlinburg Pittman 35, Custer Christian out of Alabama is Gatlinburg Pittman 35, Costa Christian Alabama 0. Let's go back to Lee Williams. What's going on at Davy Crockett?
Hey, Rodney, we were just cranked back up in the third quarter here, and I can tell you what, Pisgah has already gotten back on the pass, and they are now in the red zone and almost headed for a score. They're like on the 4-yard line right now as we speak. They're on the 4-yard line as we speak.
Okay, we'll stay with you and watch the zone right here. It's Pisgah and Davy Crockett. Crockett still leading, what, 21?
Yes, sir. Crockett is still leading 21-3 right now. Crockett is still leading 21-3. 21-7. I'm sorry, 21-7. 21-7.
Okay, 21-7, and Pisgah's knocking on the door here.
Yeah, it looks like Pisgah's made some adjustments for this second half. That's what it looks like, Roddy. They've made some adjustments in this second half because they come back with a couple of run plays. Then they did a long pass that got caught, and they also had a pass interference that was called over, but that was declined. And they're just they making a move right now. This is their first possession of the third quarter.
Well, you know, with Pisgah, speaking of Pisgah themselves, they are one of the top teams in Western North Carolina. They have a real big game every year against Tuscola, and you know they're not a pushover. They're not a pushover team.
And we got a touchdown right now by Pisgah. They just scored a touchdown right now, so now that makes the score 21-13 as we wait for the extra point for the kick.
Okay, we'll wait on it and stay with you right here in the zone as Lee Williams is at Davy Crockett, where Pisgah has taken the second half kickoff and drove down the field to make this could be a one touchdown game right here as they attempt the extra point here.
Yes, sir, indeed, Roddy. It is. They I tell you what, because you know it actually took the wind out of David Crockett right now. So there's actually his silence, the crowd. They've been real quiet. Ooh, that was a low kick. He made it. It was a low kick, but it went.
All right.
Yeah, it was a low kick, but it went.
So 21. Go
14. 21-14 right now. You got David Crockett over Pisgah, 21-14, and the kickoff. Get ready to go to David Crockett, Roddy. This is Network
right.
Lee Williams. You're in the zone. Back over in the zone over here at your high school sports. It's back over to you, Roddy.
All right. Lee Williams out at Davy Crockett, where Pisgah has taken the second half kickoff and drove it down the field to make it a one-score game. We'll be checking back in with Lee here shortly. Looks like he's got his hands full out there. It's 21-14. Lee, we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. See you later. Take care.
All right. As we've got things going on around, we talked to Ralph Miranda at Maryville. Maryville's leading 34-10 over Science Hill. Our other game out in Nashville, CPA leading Cane Ridge 28-10. Sevier County leading 21-14 over William Blunt. And Greenville still leads 14-0 over Kingsport Dobbins Bennett. So really good games right here in the zone this evening. Chattanooga Brainerd 36, Austin East 0. It is 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Pigeon Forge has went final. Pigeon Forge 35, Scott County 6, Fulton 15, Bearden 0, Cleveland 14, Walker Valley 0. That's a halftime score. Gardensville 14, Coalfield zip, Morristown West 38, Cott County 0, Loudon 21, Greenback 0, Rockwood 42, Harriman 20, Knox Central in the second quarter, late in the second quarter, Knox Central 14, Hardin Valley 0. And like Ralph Miranda said, Maryville in the third quarter, all over Science Hill 34-10. Chattanooga Central is halftime against Clinton 14-7. Back to Ralph Miranda. Ralph, you got more scoring action for us.
Yes, we do, Roddy. With as time expired in the third quarter, Maryville just took the ball and drove 50 yards after Science Hill went for it on 4th and 2 at the midfield and did not make it. Maryville drove it in about 28 seconds. And with this extra point right here, it looks like the proverbial nail is in the coffin. It's going to be 41-10 Maryville.
41-10 favor of the Rebels. Looks like Maryville's kicked in. They found a few holes in that defense from Science Hill.
Well, they have, Roddy, but you know, a lot of this was self-inflicted by Science Hill. I mean, there really has not been that many turnovers except the fumble when they hit the quarterback and he fumbled and Maryville recovered and ran down to the 2. But they tried an onside kick, Science Hill, only down 27-10, which I thought was a bad call at that time. You know, you're only down by a couple touchdowns. and you give Maryville the ball at the 50. And then over here, down by 24, they went for it on 4th and 2 at midfield. Again, probably a better decision to punt there because now those two decisions have put them in a 31-point hole with just 1 quarter left.
Oh, yes. So you may be taking a quick break here in the fourth quarter if it keeps going this way. Right
well, let me put it this way, Roddy. If Maryville scores one more, I'll clock in with you and just tell you that I will no longer be in the zone.
All right, Ralph Miranda. He is out at Maryville, where Maryville leads 41-10 over Science Hill. Let's go over to Greenville and check in with Mikey. It looks like Dobbins Bennett is in the red zone.
Second pass incomplete. There's penalty markers on the play.
There's a flag, Roddy.
Okay.
So
looks like as Dobbins Bennett pretty much just driving down the field here.
Yeah, they're driving. They've had some really good passes. They're at I think the 8-yard line, and then like I said, I think it's a pass interference. I couldn't tell, but it kind of looks like the way.
Looks like it's on Greenville, isn't it?
Yeah, Greenville has been making a lot of penalties with flags. I've seen a lot tonight.
You can't win having penalties all over the place.
No.
Those penalties offset.
Not like that, you can't.
Replay first down.
But it's 6:26 left in the third quarter.
6:26 left in the third quarter. Greenville 14. Dobbins Bennett 0, correct?
Yeah, and they're pushing it. So that's not good.
What down is it, Mikey?
Second down. Now
it'll be second and goal from the 25.
Yeah, now they're second
and 29. So they're still in the red zone. So we'll hang with you here, Mikey. You stay right there. You give me some great pictures tonight, guys. You're in the zone right here on your high school sports. Mikey Hines is out at Greenville versus Dobbins Bennett. Second and 29 as Dobbins Bennett gets ready to attempt it again. Second and 29. Let's be quiet and listen to some of the action from Greenville.
Give him 6. Dobbins Bennett just scored.
Let's stay with you and see about the extra point. So it could be a 7-point gain if Dobbins Bennett can make the extra point.
Yes, sir. I mean, they're in striking distance. I mean, they're playing well in the second half. You know, when they first came out of the start of the right before halftime, got an interception, which swung the momentum, I think.
You was telling me about that. So Dobbins Bennett, Coach Jordan Christian as his team, they are a really good football team, would you say?
Yes.
So this right here, Greenville needs to get the ball and go back down the field and do something with it, don't they?
Yeah. It's good.
It is good.
It's good.
It's 14-7.
Yep.
14-7 favor of Greenville Green Devils. So, Mikey, you hang in there. We'll be back with you shortly here on the Zone.
All right, thank you. This is the Zone with Mikey Hines and your high school sports. Back to you, Roddy.
All right, Mikey. Mikey has got a really good game going on out there in Greenville for Dobbins Bennett. You just saw Dobbins Bennett throw a 29-yard pass for a touchdown to bring the score, make the score 14-7, favor of the Green Devils. So things are heating up out at Greenville. We knew that was going to be a really good game. You got Greenville is the #1 ranked team in Class 4A, and Dobbins Bennett is #8 in Class 6A. It always is a great game when those two schools meet. As we get back to our game of the week, your high school sports game of the week, featuring Sevier County and William Blount. Sevier County up 21-0. 21-7, forgive me. 21-7. I want to gotta give William Blount their dues. So want to make sure that they're taken care of. They are taking care of our crew out at William Blount Governor Stadium tonight as Sevier County traveled down from Sevierville to William Blount. A couple of scores to get to you. Third quarter score, West Ridge 24, Cherokee 3, South Green 28, Chucky Doak 6, Cloudon 46, halftime score, Cloudon 46, Cosby 6. Davy Crockett and as Lily Williams is reporting, Davy Crockett 21, Pisgah 14. Pisgah tucked the second half kickoff, drove down the field, and made it a one-score game, 21-14, right here on this Friday night. Greenville, as Mikey Hines just said, Greenville, Dobbins-Bennett got back in it. It's 14-7, favor of the Green Devils. Elizabethton 20, Anderson County 0. It is a halftime score. Granger County 6, Union County 6. Up on down here, Volunteer 55, Johnson County 0. Seymour 21, Heritage 12. Sullivan East 21, Unicoi County 7. All tied up, Tennessee High and Abington, Virginia 14. Happy Valley 6, Unaka 8. That's a third quarter score. West Green 17, North Green 0, halftime score. As we jump on down here, Chattanooga Brainerd still leading Austin East in the third quarter with 3:05 left, 36-0. So that is a running clock game. So anytime the score is 35 points or more, and that's like Ralph Miranda said, Maryville leads by 31 over Science Hill. So we'll know real soon what's going on down there. Fulton 15, Bearden Zip. Cleveland 14, Walker Valley Zip. Gordonsville 21, Coalfield 0. Granger County just scored, third quarter update. Granger County 14, Union County 6. We'll go back to Mikey Hines. More developments out there at Greenville, Mikey. Yes, sir. I can't hear you.
All right. All right,
Okay.
Gudger. Okay, I was waiting for that play to get done.
Okay, okay.
All right. What has happened is on the kickoff, Gudger ran it down to the Dobbins-Bennett 15. So they're at the 15-yard line getting ready to score.
Okay. So Greenville's in the zone. So Greenville has answered back, huh?
Yeah.
So we're in the zone with Mikey Hines. He is at Greenville versus Dobbins-Bennett, and Greenville is in the red zone. Hold on just a second. Getting everything together. Greenville.
There's a flag, 2 flags, 3.
Flag on the play. Well, while they're setting it up, I'm going to go to – you stay with it, Mikey. Just mute yourself. I'm going to Nathan Miranda. Nathan is at our game of the week down in at William Blount. What's going on, Nathan?
Hey, Roddy. Yeah, that's right. Him here at William Blount taking on Sevier County. And I believe Sevier County might have just put this game away. They had a 43-yard touchdown run, little toss play to the outside to make it 28-14 now with about 4 minutes left in the game. So there's definitely time, but it'll be tough for William Blount to get back into this. They have controlled the line of scrimmage, though, most of the second half, William Blount, getting a lot of push up front. They have a handful of running plays they just keep pounding. So they're putting drives together. They just can't seem to cap them off right now. And, of course, with down 2 scores with under 4 minutes now, they're going to probably have to go to the air, which hasn't been their strong suit tonight. As I say that, though.
Say that, William Blount just scored.
Yeah.
28-21.
That was a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. They're bringing it
on
back.
The defense. So
on the defense.
It's going to hold up, yeah.
Okay, so
about a 65-yard touchdown pass. Yes, that's exactly what William Blount needed. A quick strike there to make it 28-20. if they can make this extra point, they'll just be within one score. So that was quite the turnaround there.
Definitely. Well, we'll get back with you. You go back to your other duties, and I'll get back with you. I got to go back to Greenville right quick. Looks like Greenville's getting ready to score on Dobbins Bennett. So Nathan Miranda out at our game of the week, and we'll be back with you just a second. Lee Williams, we got you coming up. We're back at Greenville right now. Greenville and Dobbins Bennett. Greenville's in the red zone. Back to you, Mikey Hines.
It's
What down is it, Mikey?
I think it's 4th down. It's 4th and 4 on the 4.
Looks like Dobbins Bennett's defense is standing up right now.
Yeah, it's 4th and 1 actually. I thought it was 4th and 4.
So timeout.
I don't know if it's timeout or the referees are doing something. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay. Be with you in a minute, Lele.
I guess. I don't think so. They didn't. I guess they did. I thought they didn't make it.
They did make it? Okay.
Yeah, because I thought it was like they stopped them at the 1.
They gave him forward momentum. So,
yeah.
Let's watch this kick, and then we'll get back. We'll go out to Lee Williams right after this. So it's
21-7.
21-7 favor of Greenville. We'll be back with you, Mikey, just in a short time because you got a burn burner. All right, Lee, what's going on with you?
Hey, Roddy, we're out here at David Crockett, right here with David Crockett's facing Pittsburgh. And I'm telling you what, Pittsburgh was making a move. The head coach of David Crockett had a personal misconduct called on him, and sportsmanlike conduct called on him, and they put him down towards the red zone area. There was about the 25 close to the red zone area. But then Pittsburgh made a mistake and threw an interception. Which David Crockett player caught it in the end zone. So now they're out their 20-yard line right now, and just trying to make a move. But they made a stop right there because it was a big momentum shift on that move right there too.
All right, so Lee Williams is giving us coverage from Davy Crockett and Pisgah tonight. So the score still remains 21-14.
Yes, sir. Score still remains 21-14, and we're in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left in the third quarter.
All right, Lee Williams out at Davy Crockett. We'll be checking back in with you, Lee, shortly.
All right, and remember, you're in the zone with your high school sports. Back over to you, Roddy.
All right, thanks, Lily. Couple of quick scores right now. Chattanooga Brainerd 36, Austin East 0, Fulton 15, Bearden 10. These are all fourth quarter scores, guys. So things are winding down. Both Lily and Mikey have a great game going on. Maryville up on Science Hill 41-10. So things are winding down. We hadn't heard from Ralph Miranda in a while. We saw a great pass play from in our game of the week, which is bringing William Blunt back 21-28. Ralph Miranda back in the zone. What's going on, Ralph, at your game?
Well, I don't know if you can see behind me. I'm kind of far away right now, but Maryville put most of their second and third team defense in. Of course, Science Hill drove right down the field and scored to make it 41-17. But now Maryville is driving. They're on the 20-yard line of Science Hill. We got about 5 minutes left in the game. Maryville's about to score again. So I think the final score is probably going to end up 48-17 Maryville.
48-17 Maryville. So, Ralph, you've done a great job tonight for us here in the zone. We'll see you next week. You'll be at Greenville versus Seymour with the big call of the game for your high school sports. You and Chris Blevins, what do you think? Right now, Greenville is leading Dobbins-Bennett 21-7.
Right.
What do you know about Greenville? Anything?
Well, I don't know anything specifically about them. I do know that they're always a quality program. You know, they won a couple state championships back there about maybe 10 years ago. They've always been a quality program. Greenville will give Seymour all they want next Friday night. There's no question about that.
All right. Well, Ralph, if you want to cut out since Maryville's getting ready to score, we appreciate you being part of the zone, and we will see you next week at Greenville versus Seymour.
Thank you, Roddy. Ralph, this has been Ralph Miranda for the Zone, and look forward to next week.
All right. Ralph Miranda, he is at Maryville. He has called a great game for us tonight. As he says, Maryville's getting ready to take a lead. They score, it'll probably end up 48-17, favor of the Red Rebels. Science Hill will take another loss on the season. But like we said, we talked to Ralph. Ralph will be at Seymour next week when the Green Devils take on the Seymour Eagles. A couple of quick scores, second quarter score, 3-14 in the second quarter. Father Ryan out of Nashville taking on Bowling Green, Kentucky, 7. Father Ryan 14, Bowling Green 7. Bartlett 14, White Station 0. That's a halftime score. North Jackson 14, South Pittsburgh 0. It's a halftime score. Fourth quarter, second halftime score, MBA 21, Brentwood Academy 0. Fourth quarter, Westridge 31, Cherokee 3. Third quarter, South Green 34, Chucky Doak 6. Halftime, Cloudon 46, Cosby 6. Crockett 21, Pisgah 14. As Lily Williams said, that Pisgah was on the driving the ball down down the field, and a mistake by the Pisgah quarterback through interception, and was intercepted in the end zone. And looks like Crockett is on the move to try to get this one in the books for Crockett. 28-21, our game of the week. Sevier County versus William Blount, beginning of the fourth quarter. Sweetwater 50, Squatchy 0. Try to keep this cough down for you guys. Elizabethton 20 is a halftime score. Elizabethton 20, Anderson County 0. Granger 14, Union County 6. Greenville 21, Dobbins-Bennett 7, reported as Mikey Hines is out there. Volunteer 55, Johnson County 0. Seymour 27, Heritage 12. Sullivan East 28, Unicoi County 7. Abington, Virginia 27, Tennessee High 14. Unaka 8, Happy Valley 6. West Green 17, North Green 0. Sale Creek at halftime leads 42-7 over Oakdale. Sevier County 28-21. We'll be going back out to Nathan Miranda here shortly because that game is in the fourth quarter. A final, Chattanooga Brainerd 36, Austin East 0. Fulton leads Bearden 15-10 in the fourth quarter. Cleveland 24 in the third quarter over Walker Valley 0. Gordonsville 21, Coalfield 0. Morristown West, it's a final. Morristown West has to beat DeKalb County 41-0. And at halftime, Gatlinburg Pittman 35, Costa, Alabama 0. Back with David. David is back at Elizabethton. And David, what's going on at the Elizabethton Anderson County game?
That's the play with the opening kickoff. You drove down the field. They just scored their first touchdown of the game. It's 26. Touchdown, Maverick. Elizabeth missed their extra point on the score at the half.
Okay.
No passing whatsoever. Not just complete running. Dominant performance.
So it's Anderson County in the red zone, huh?
Anderson County's in for the extra point. They just scored the touchdown.
Okay. Okay. Kicks up.
27 in the third quarter.
All right, David, we'll get back with you. We're going to go in and check in on our game of the week, Sevier County and William Blount. So you hang in there, David. We'll be back with you as it is Anderson County getting back into this game with Elizabethton. All right, Nathan, what's going on?
Hey, Ruddy, yeah, the game just finished here. Sevier County won the game 28-21. So after that 66-yard touchdown pass by William Blount, there was a penalty on the play on Sevier County. So that was enforced on the ensuing kickoff. And William Blount squibbed it and actually pinned Sevier County down inside their own 5. But Sevier County was just able to get first down after first down. William Blount only had 2 timeouts, and that was the ball game.
So 28-21, Sevier County wins. Well, I've got you. This was a district game, correct? Was this a conference game?
I don't believe it was. I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought.
Don't quote me on that.
Okay, but with a game like this, coming off a loss last week, Sevier County, they needed a win, didn't they?
They did, definitely. Like you mentioned, tough loss last week to undefeated Knox West, undefeated at the time. Anytime you have an emotional game like that, it could be draining. You could come out a little slow, which I think they did come out a little slow to start this game. But they put it together and got a good win. And like you said, always great to come off a loss with a win. And on the William Blount side, I believe they have 1 win this year. This is a tough loss, playing a good Sevier County team that they had a great chance to beat here tonight. It just came up a little short, but I think they should be proud of their performance here.
Well, with Sevier County getting back in the win column, did they do a lot of things that you saw that tonight that they didn't get to do against Knox West?
Not really. I wouldn't say so. They just they executed well tonight, especially in the second half, as they did at Knox West. They just had a fumble, had some turnovers and some penalties at Knox West that really came back to bite him. But executed well tonight and able to pull out the win.
All right. Well, Nathan, we'll let you get back to your duties for the game of the week. Really appreciate you giving us some updates from the game of the week where Sevier County wins 28-21. Nathan Miranda for your high school sports.
Thank you, Rodney. Back to you.
All right. Nathan Miranda just reporting 28-21 favor of Sevier County. They get a loss, and we talked to him a little bit about some of the things. They lost a real close one last week. They should have pulled that one out. Lost 20-19 at Knox West. Previously undefeated Knox West, because Knox West lost to Alcoa this past Thursday night. Well, last night, 21-20, which was a rivalry Thursday night game. Friend of ours here at your high school sports, Mark Packer and his crew, called a great game, which sounds like it went down to the wire, 21-20 favor of Alcoa, the Tornadoes. Gary Rankin gets another win. We'll talk about something else, but we won't open that can of worms up yet. Rockwood 42, Harriman 20. Happy Valley and Unaka 8-6. Unaka over Happy Valley. Rockwood 42, Harriman 20. Knox Central second quarter. Knox Central right before half. Knox Central 14. Happy Valley 0. Fourth quarter. Maryville 41. Science Hill 17. Monterey 41. Tennessee Heat 0. Oneida 12. It's a halftime score. Oneida 12. Northview Academy 0. Pigeon Forge got a win tonight, 35-6 over Scott County. Farragut 21, fourth quarter, South Doyle 14. Jellicoe 38, Sunbright 8. I know you're not supposed to root for a team, but I'm sure rooting for Coach Eddie Courtney and his Farragut Admirals. He's a friend of us here on Your High School Sports. We like Coach Courtney a lot. Jellicoe 38, Sunbright 8. Campbell County got a win over Kingston 35-0. Chattanooga Central 14, Clinton 7. As a halftime set score. Gallatin 21, Cookeville 6. East Hamilton 23, McMinn County 7. Signal Mountain 28, East Ridge 0. Hickson 6, Howard 0. Coens 41, Carter is 25. Let's go back to Mikey Hines and get some update from Greenville. Hey, Mikey, I'm with you. What do you got? Mikey, I'm with you.
All right, sorry, Roddy.
That's all right.
Okay, they took a couple runs to Gudger. He scored. Yeah. I want to say I think it was like a 40 or 50-yard run. So now it is 28-7. They're getting ready to kick off the ball again.
28-7 favor of the Green Devils, huh?
Yep.
Let me ask you why I got you here for a moment.
Okay.
Do you see Greenville? I know Greenville has been really good in the past. Are they as good as advertised, Mikey?
Yeah, they're really good. The thing about Greenville is they're well disciplined, well coached. They're really quick. It's hard to stop them. I mean, so much speed is on their line. You know, their corners are pretty quick as well. So as far as the quickness and the sound football team, you're not going to stop them.
Yeah, they're a pretty good football team, and going up against a big 6A power like Dobbins Bennett, you are a 4A school going up against a 6A school. That speaks volumes, Mikey. You know that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're firing on all cylinders tonight. I mean, Dobbins Bennett made a couple of drives. Well, I thought they were going to score, but they haven't, capitalized on those drives.
So let's watch a couple of the action right here and see what's going on. Greenville's just, looks like they're having their way with Dobbins Bennett.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mitch carries.
So the score's 28-7 favor of Greenville.
Yeah.
28-7 favor of the Green Devils. So we'll get back with you, Mikey. You hang in there. We'll see you soon. Mikey Hines in the zone right here on your high school sports. Let's go out to Lee Williams. He's in the red zone. Looks like Crockett's in the red zone. Back with you, Lee right now. Looks like David Crockett is in the zone again. Don't have any sound, Lee.
Sorry about that. Yes, David Crockett is in the red zone right now. They had a 4th-and-1 play, and they were back along there, right around the 45-yard line, and they decided to take the chance and get gambled on it and won on that gamble and came around and he had a nice big run on there, and he's right here at the 10-yard line, actually.
All right. Well, let's watch some of your action from Davy Crockett versus Pisgah. How much time left, Lee?
We've got 6 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock, and we're actually at 21-14. 21-14, 6 minutes.
21-14. Touchdown. Did he get in?
No. He's on the 1. They got him at the 1.
Okay.
They've got him at the 1-yard line right now, so he's right there to go.
All right. Well, we'll stay with you because it looks like this could really be a backbreaker for Pisgah, couldn't it?
It really could right now. This right here could be the one that could seal it for David Crockett if they can score this one right here, Roddy. I'll tell you, it's going to be huge for him. He got a touchdown.
All right.
There's a touchdown for David Crockett right there. Takes the score 27-14. 27-14 is what it makes that score right now. And they get ready to go to kick the extra point.
All right, let's see what happens here. Make it 28-14 if he makes it.
It's good. The kick is good.
It's good.
So 28-14 favor of Davy Crockett.
Yes, sir. 28-14 in favor of David Crockett, and we got 6 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock in this game. We're in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left. 28-14. David Crockett over Pisgah. And you're in the zone in your high school sports. Back over to you, Roddy.
All right, thanks, Lee Williams. He is out at Davy Crockett, as he said, 28-14. Crockett leading Pisgah in the fourth quarter, just a little less than about 6 minutes to go in that game. We'll get back with Lee here shortly. Some scores around the Southeast. Davy Crockett, like he said, 28-14 favor of over Pisgah. Some scores from Middle Tennessee: Gallatin 21, Cookville 6, East Hamilton 23, McMinn County 7, Signal Mountain 21, East Ridge 7, Hickson 6, Howard Zip, Carnes 48 over Knox Carter 25, Robbinsville, North Carolina 21, Lenore City 13, Meigs County 41, McMinn Central 0, Cumberland County 17, Polk County 3. Powell has 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Powell leading Knox Halls 14-7. What a game that is. Knox Powell featuring one of the number one players in the country, Walter Nolan, defensive lineman at Powell. 14-7 favor of Powell over. It has just gone final. Powell 14, Hall 7. Powell goes to 5-1. Their only loss on the season was to the Maryville Red Rebels. Sale Creek 49, Oakdale 7. Shelbyville 25, Kenwood 7. Sweetwater 50 over Sequatchie 0. That's a third quarter score. Tellico Plains 32, Copper Basin 8. It's a third quarter score. Tyner Academy out of Chattanooga 28. Saudi Daisy 7. That's a halftime score. Blackman 38. It's a second quarter score. 1:29 to go in the second quarter. Murfreesboro Blackman 38. Antioch 8. Third quarter, 3:23 to go in the third quarter. Westmoreland 14. Clay County 7. Casco 17. Community 8. DeKalb County 35, Cannon County 7, East Robertson 14, Jobine 0. That's a halftime score. Franklin 14, Franklin County 14, Grundy County 0 with 12 minutes to go in the third quarter, just coming out of half. Baylor fourth quarter, Chattanooga Baylor 51, Ooltewah 0. That is a fourth quarter score. Whitwell 45, Red Boiling Springs 14, halftime score. Red Bank 14, Ray County 21. That is a third quarter score. Rockville 13, Nolansville 7, third quarter, 8:12 to go in the third quarter. Sequatchie County 18, Bledsoe County 14. That's a halftime score. Signal 28, Warren County 6, halftime score. Stone Mountain 22, York Institute 0. Trousdale County 14, Smith County 3. That's a halftime score. Upperman 10, Watertown 0. Clarksville Northeast 21, Clarksville 21, Clarksville Northeast 7. A lot of schools down there in Clarksville. Montgomery Central 14, Creekwood 7. Connorsville 14, Eagleville 0. Independence, Nashville Independence 14, East Nashville 12. That's a halftime score. Fayetteville 38, Collinwood 0. Lawrence County 41, Glenkiff 0. Green Hills 42, White County 41. That's a halftime score as well. A lot of things going on. Scores from the zone this evening. Your high school sports, the zone. You're in the zone. I'm your host, Roddy Woods. A lot going on. A lot of the games in Upper East Tennessee have gone final. and we get those to you very shortly. Maryville 41, Science Hill 17. That is a zone game. Cane Ridge 28 over CPA 28-10. Greenville right now leads 28-14 over Kingsport Dobbins Bennett. Pisgah is losing to Davy Crockett 28-14 as well. So a lot of scores to get to as we roll through them as we get closer to some of the finals. And here's some finals for you. West Ridge 31, Cherokee 9. That is a final. West Ridge goes 3-2, Cherokee 1-3 on this season. South Green, South Green 41, Chucky Doak 12. That is a third quarter score. Cloudon 46, Cosby 18. That is a fourth quarter score. Davy Crockett 28, Pisgah 14. That is a fourth quarter score. 6 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Lily Williams, our zone correspondent, is at that game, and he's talked about how Pisgah came out in the second half and really kind of took the ball down the field, scored, but Davy Crockett has turned the tables and gotten back in this game and kind of took control of it. It's 28-14 favor of Davy Crockett over Pisgah. 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Elizabethton leads Anderson County 2017. Granger County in the fourth quarter leads Union County 14-6. Greenville as we talked about early, Greenville 28, Dobbins Bennett 7. And let's check in with Brandon Martin. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Roddy, we are down here. Just got another touchdown from CPA. I was trying to get it turned around in time for y'all. The Lions started this thing out in a 10-0 hole. They have come back, and they are currently up 41-10 with an extra point coming. Scored 41 unanswered. This drive was really unique because it featured a 1st and 39, which you don't see very often.
No,
and the Lions were able to pick it up. Cade Law had 2 long passes to his junior tight end, Bo Burkham. Burkham made both catches. The first one to pick up about 29 yards. Second one, he picked up the rest of it and got the whistles on the extra point. He was able to pick up the first down on 4th and 8. Got it down in the red zone, and then CPA was able to just punch it in for a touchdown first play after that. I don't know what happened at the start of this game. I don't know what happened after, but CPA started out playing a little, I don't even want to say slow. Cane Ridge was really playing tough, looked good, and was playing the Lions hard. And then I think it was 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. We started the second quarter, and the CPA scored 28. Somebody said something about somebody's mama. That's all I can come up with. It has been a different ball game since that second quarter. But now the Lions, are up 42-10 with 2:15 left to go in the third. It has been really impressive.
In a game like this, you have a lot of Power 5 players that can go to Power 5 colleges. Okay?
Say that last bit for me again, Roddy. I'm so sorry you broke that on me.
So some of the big players, the big recruits for CPA, have they stepped up in this game?
Langston Patterson has had a great game. He's currently committed to Vanderbilt. I know there's a lot of other teams still knocking on his door. He's had a really, really strong game, leading that defense. He's also kind of their short yardage back, but he's really been outstanding on defense. London, I believe it's London Humphreys. He's a junior at. Here we go. He might be gone. Got the kicker to beat. There he goes. Down the right sideline. And Cane Ridge finally gets an answer. They get a kickoff return for a touchdown. I told you earlier they had gotten close on a couple of them. They were able to pull that one out right there. Nope, they're saying there's a flag. I'm looking for it.
No.
Looks up there. Looks at about the 45-yard line. Looks like it's going to be on Cane Ridge. But now Langston Patterson's had a really strong game for Cane Ridge. London Humphreys has really stepped up. He's a junior for CPA. He's had 2 or 3 long touchdown passes. I believe he was the one who had the pick 6 return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
He's really played a strong game. Bo Burkham for CPA. He is a junior tight end. Currently, his only offer is that I know of is from UCF. I know a few other schools have been kicking the tires. I know Indiana has been interested and has been interested in him. He's really shown out tonight. He's played offense and defense. He's massive. He's a massive tight end, and he runs like a wide receiver, hands like a receiver. He was the guy that threw his block from the long touchdown screen pass they had to take the lead back. He's really showed out. And then Cade Law. Cade Law's a really interesting prospect here as a quarterback. He is a high-level baseball talent and a high-level baseball prospect. He's not committed anywhere yet. I know pretty much everybody in the SEC wants him to play baseball. Vanderbilt right now is kind of the front runner everybody thinks for that. But he is really interested in playing college football as well. Oh. Cane Ridge's poor quarterback is just tough as nails. He's been beat to pieces tonight. That's another just big hit from this line defense. Law has been really interesting. He just picked up his first FBS offer as a quarterback from Air Force. So he's picking up interest. He's got the big arm. He's improved the last 3 years. He's a good runner. I think it's going to be interesting to see if he plays both sports at the next level and how much that impacts where he goes.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got an interesting one going on. CPA has answered back at Cane Ridge 42-10. Let's watch, and we'll get back with you, Brandon, in a little while.
I appreciate you, Roddy. You're in the zone on your high school sports. Back to you, man.
All right. Thanks, Brandon Martin. He is out at CPA in Nashville as they're taking on Cane Ridge. Score 42-10. As Brandon says, it looks like the Lions have come back and just kind of taken over this game. CPA 42-10 all over Cane Ridge. Cane Ridge. And you heard Brandon talk a little bit about some of the players in the game for both schools. Talked about how good they were playing and what was going on and who they may be looking at. A couple of the quarterback from CPA looking at maybe playing baseball. So let's go back to Mikey. What's going on, Mikey? Lee Williams, let's get with you first. What's going on, Lee out there?
Roddy, right now, I just want to let you know the game is over now. The clock just rolled down to 0. Davy Crockett over Pisgah, 28-14. 28-14.
All right, 28-14 final from Davy Crockett. Looks like the fireworks are going off. Lee, we appreciate you being out there tonight. It's been a great game, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Sir, we'll see you soon. Hey, it's a great time here. Like I said, 28-14, Davy Crockett over Pisgah, and you are in the zone with your high school sports. Back over to you, Roddy.
All right, thank you, Lee Williams, as he gets a final 28-14. Let's go to Mikey Hines right quick. He's at Greenville versus Daniel Green versus Kingsport Dobbins Bennett. What's going on, Mikey?
All right, the Mason Guzzler scored from it was a 45-yard touchdown. They had an extra point, so now that brings the score to 35-7.
35-7 favor of the Green Devils. Let's stay with you for a minute. I'm gonna leave it on you for a minute, Mikey. You keep it. You just watch a little bit of the score, and we'll be right back with you. You keep watching. I'm gonna just leave it with you for a minute.
Dakari Dixon on the return. Tackled by Charles Dabney. It'll be first and 10. Dobbins Bennett at the Indian 45. No Williams with a pass.
Talk to me. What's going on out there at Greenville?
All right, there's a pass. It looks like the Dobbins Bennett had they kicked off, and then they had a pass at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 3.
I'm trying to bring it to you.
Okay, you got me up in. I'm looking at the.
I know. I'm trying to get around the football team.
Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. There you go. You good. Stay right there. That's a good shot. Till they make you move. Stay right there.
First and 10. Dobbins Bennett.
While we wait on Mikey Hines, we're right here. Okay, go ahead, Mikey. You got a good clear shot right here.
Andrew Myers carries. It'll be first and 10. Dobbins Bennett.
Oops, sorry.
All right, you go back. You're doing your thing. I'm gonna mute you for a second. I'm gonna go to Elizabeth right quick, see what's happening. Hey, David.
This is Boston. Just throw the ball 85 yards. Taken in by Cade West, 36-yard touchdown. Dolphins and got up 27-7. 7-4 in the first
27-7 favor the Cyclones. All right.
They run the ball too much, they don't have the passing, but they can't get back into it.
Looks like Elizabethton's in control now, aren't they?
Yes, sir, they are. Yes, sir, they are.
All right, Mike, David Lacey out at Elizabethton versus Anderson County. We'll be getting back to you in a little while.
Thanks, Roddy.
All right. All right, back to Greenville. It is Greenville Green Devils and Dobbins Bennett. Dobbins Bennett is driving on the Green Devils. The finals from the zone tonight, Davy Crockett 28, Pisgah 14. That is a final. As we stay with Mikey Hines, he is out there at Greenville Green Devils. And Dobbins Bennett is driving 28-14, right, Mikey? Favor the Green Devils.
Yeah, you got like 38 seconds.
38 seconds to go in the game. Mikey has looks like Dobbins Bennett has not given up on this game, have they?
No. Five seconds left.
5 seconds left. They looks like they're just going to let it run down.
Well, they did, but then something happened. I don't know if it was a flag or they just stopped it or what. Referee's telling them to run the clock.
Yeah, I believe that's what they're doing. going to run it out, and Greenville's going to get out of this with a big win over Class 6A Dobyns-Bennett.
That's your ball game.
Greenville 35, Dobyns-Bennett 6. Mikey, it's been an interesting game out there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
So I tell you what, you've done a really good job tonight, Mikey. We appreciate it. You being in the zone right here on Your High School Sports with Mikey Hines.
Thanks, Robbie.
All right, we'll see you down the road, Mikey. Way to go. Greenville 35, Dobyns-Bennett 7. Final. We're still right now. We've got two finals. Davy Crockett 28, Pisgah 14. Greenville 35, Dobyns-Bennett 7. Sevier County wins 28-21 against William Blount. Let's run down some scores right here. Some finals, a lot of finals to give you right now. Westridge 31, Cherokee 9. South Green 48, Chucky Doak 12. Cosby, a final. Cosby lost to Cloudon 52-18. As I said, Davy Crockett 28, Pisgah 14, Elizabeth and 20, Anderson County 27-7. We gotta update our score. 27-7 favor of Elizabeth. Got a lot of updates and to go on with. Let's see what we got here. Back to it. Let's go. Let's give it the score here. Second quarter score 3-14 before half. Father Ryan 14, Bowling Green, Kentucky 7. Let's go down where we left off at. Volunteer 63. It's the final. Volunteer 63, Johnson County 0. Seymour gets a win. They go 5-1 on the season, 27-12 over Heritage. Next week, our game of the week, your high school sports game of the week, will feature the Seymour Eagles as they take on the Greenville Green Devils next week. Game time will begin at 7 right here, right on our sister station, Your High School Sports. That will be on our Facebook page. 5:59 in fourth quarter. Sullivan East all tied up with Unicoi County, 28-28. Fourth quarter score, it is Abington, Virginia 27, Tennessee High 14. Fourth quarter, Unaka 8, Happy Valley 6. West Green 17, North Green 0. Sevier County gets a win in our Your High School Sports Game of the Week, 28-21 over William Blount. Lots of finals in the Knoxville area. Chattanooga Brainerd 36, Austin East 0. Fulton 15, Bearden 10. Cleveland 38, Walker Valley 0. Gardensville 21, Coalfield 0. Morristown West 41, Cott County 0. Gatlinburg Pittman 35, Coastal Christian Alabama 0. Third quarter score, Loudon 21, Greenback 0. Rockwood 63, Herman 26. Final, Knox Central 41, Hardin Valley 21. Maryville final 41-17 over Science Hill. Oneida 19, Northview Academy 0. Pigeon Forge, these are all finals. Pigeon Forge 35, Scott 6. Farragut 28, South Doyle 21. I like Coach Courtney, guys. If you meet Coach Eddie Courtney, he is a class act. He's one of the elder statesmen of high school football here in East Tennessee. Farragut 28, South Doyle 21. Jellicoe 45, Sunbright 16. I know I'm not supposed to be biased, but a little bit for Coach Eddie Courtney. Campbell County 35, Kingston 0. Down in the Chattanooga area, Chattanooga Central 20, Clinton 7. Gallatin 28, Cookville 6. McMinn County 30 is fourth quarter score. East Hamilton 29. What a game. McMinn County coming in the game 2-3. East Hamilton 4-0. 30-29. Final, Signal Mountain 21, East Ridge 7. Howard and Hickson at halftime, 6-0. Torrance gets a win over Carter tonight, 48-25. Robbins, North Carolina, 35. Lenore City, 19. That's a fourth quarter score. White House, 42. Seymour, 0. Heartland, 42. You have to excuse my cough, guys. Lookout Valley, 0. McMinn Central loses to Meigs County 61-0. Cumberland County 17, Polk County 3, Hardin County 45, McNairy Central 0. Powell wins over Halls, knocks Powell over Halls 14-7. That is the final. Sale Creek 49, Oakdale 7. Third halftime score, Shelbyville 33, Kenwood 7. Sweetwater 50, Sequatchie 7. That's a final. Third quarter score, Tellico Plains 32, Copper Basin 8. Jump on down here and see if we can find East Robertson 27, Joe Bines 0. Franklin County 26, Grundy County 0. That is a fourth quarter score. Baylor 51-0, Udawal 0. Final, Red Bank 21, Ray County 35. Brandon Martin is back with us here in the zone. What's going on, Brandon?
Hey, Roddy, we're in the late game here. Both teams are playing some younger guys, but Cane Ridge has mounted a nice drive. They're down inside the 10. It's first and goal for them from the 9-yard line of CPA. We'd really like to see them be able to get some points. Fumble snap, quarterback very smartly just falls on it right there. Been that kind of night for Cane Ridge, and that was a smart play. Ball on the ground, just go ahead and ball on it. Get down. Try to get out of here with a win. Try to keep this drive going. You got a shot at points. You want to keep. You don't want to give up 42 unanswered at home. You want to put something up here at the end.
Yeah, you do, really do. Brandon, speaking of Cane Ridge, they came out on fire, but CPA just had something to answer for them, didn't they?
Yeah, CPA's offense just really got in rhythm. They were able to start getting answers. They were getting chunk plays through the air. Again, Cade Law has looked really, really good tonight. He's used his arm well. He has been effective throwing the ball down the field. And that's what CPA's recipe is. They run the ball hard. They've got a good line, but they have got a couple of really big, really athletic tight ends. They've got a couple of big athletic receivers. And when they throw the ball, they push it down the field in chunk plays, and Law has got the arm to get it down there. For Cane Ridge right now, it's third and goal from the 10 here. So they're really, really trying to get a score in here. This is Moose Phillips, third here, closest to us in purple, number 2. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where this ball's going.
Yeah. We'll sit here and watch then. See if you were right on this. Oh, there it is.
Pass. Nope. Looked like we had some miscommunication there.
That looked like that number 2 was wide open right there.
Well, he was wide open. The quarterback put it kind of to nobody. And closest 2 guys both in white shirts. And, well, bless his heart, that's probably why he's the backup right now. But still gotta read your defense better than that. This is a team that really they played with a lot of pride. They played with a lot of heart. They ran into a defending state championship team with eyes on winning it again. This Cane Ridge team is not bad. They're just really young. They lost a lot of talent last year. They've only got 9 seniors on the roster.
Okay. Speaking of CPA, you just said something right there. Do they have what it takes to repeat as state champions?
Oh, absolutely. That's going to be a stop. That's going to be a stop for CPA. Turnover on downs at about 6. So the Ravens get turned away. As far as the Lions go, yeah, they absolutely have what it takes to repeat. They've got good quarterback play in Cade Law. Law's a good runner. He's a good thrower. He fits their offense. He can put the ball downfield and get those chunk plays. He's a very good decision maker.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon?
Let me ask you, who is probably CPA's biggest competition?
Right now, I think the big game will be CPA at Lipscomb. I think that's going to be the that's going to be the big game. And Lipscomb, of course, they lost their first game of the season last night to Oakland in a thriller. But again, that's a 2A private school, Division II 2A team playing against one of the best teams in 6A in the state. So that says something about it being that close of a game.
So you think CPA and Lipkins, that's their biggest competition? When do they play, Brad?
I would have to look at the schedule, Roddy. I'm not sure, but that may even be your state title game before it's over with for this division. Those two are very, very good. They're both very, very powerful programs.
Talking to Ralph Miranda tonight, he covered Maryville and Science Hill, and he says the same thing in Oakland. Do you think?
Oh! Boy, what a hit.
Did you hear what I said?
You broke up on me just a little bit when the band started up. Something about Oakland.
We had Maryville and Science Hill, and Maryville just walloped Science Hill. But Ralph Miranda said that it'll come down to Maryville and Oakland. Is that your picks too?
It's hard to go against Oakland. That whole region is going to be really interesting to see get sorted out because you've got Oakland, you've got Ravenwood, you've got Ridgeview. I mean, you've got some independences in there. They're not to be overlooked. I'm not sure how I want to pick that region, let alone who's going to come out and play for the state. I do think that it's going to be that region that meets Maryville for the state title game. Oakland's a strong pick. I may lean a little more toward Ravenwood right now, just from what I have seen.
So like we said a couple of weeks ago, the team that comes out of down there will play Maryville, correct?
That is my expectation, and I don't mean any disrespect to the teams out of Memphis. I don't mean any disrespect to the other East Tennessee teams, the Middle Tennessee teams, but I feel like there's so much talent in that one region that is just there's so many talented players. There's so much talent on the rosters. Those teams are going to be battle tested. They will have been through it all. It's just hard to imagine somebody else getting that crack at Maryville. Upsets happen every year, but that would be the region I would look for it to come out of.
Let me throw a score at you tonight. Coming out of in that 6A classification, number 1 ranked Greenville Green Devils beat Dobbins Bennett 35-7.
Man, is Greenville going to be a team that jumps in there and has something to say about this? Because what we had heard is maybe DB was the team to actually give Maryville a problem, and all of a sudden Greenville is just coming out here and reminding people, hey fellas, we're still here.
Well, you got Greenville. Greenville is not even a 6A school; they're a 4A school.
Yeah, so how much do you trust DB at this point?
There you go. And then Science Hill has lost some really close. They've had some blowouts. Maryville blew them out 41-17. And then Fox Powell, who was a 5A school, blew them out 35-10. Science Hill, I'm like you. There's nobody up here that compete with Maryville right now.
Well, now Powell's not your normal 5A school either, for that matter, though. They're pretty stoked. By the way, Roddy, we just went final. It is 42-10 here. CPA over Ravenwood, over Cane Ridge. I've got the Cane Ridge Ravens tripping over myself a little bit there, but CPA 42, Cane Ridge 10. This is a Cane Ridge team that they're so young. They've got talent. There's talent all over the field on this team. They're just small right now because they're all underclassmen. And this is going to be a team that's going to surprise a lot of people next year because they're just going to be bigger. They're going to be a year bigger, taller, more mature, stronger, and it's going to be an issue then.
What classification is Cane Ridge?
6A.
Oh, they're 6A too. So yeah. So they're coming. Back to the conversation. I know we're probably a little bit too early to be talking about playoff scenarios. But in the click 6A, you've probably got Maryville and whoever comes out of the Nashville area, correct?
That would be my guess. That Maryville, it's hard until somebody beats Maryville. You pick Maryville. I mean, until somebody dethrones the champ, they're still the champ. They've won it enough times. You pick them to be there.
Right.
But I think it's going to be that region with Ravenwood, with Oakland, with Riverdale, or excuse me, with Ridgeview. Sorry, I've got everybody crossed up tonight. And Independence. I feel like it's going to be somebody out of that region
coming out. What about 5A? You got some really strong teams up here. You got Knox West, but they got beat last night. Knox West lost to 3A power Alcoa.
All right, now let's not talk about like losing to Alcoa as anything to be ashamed of, because there's a whole lot of teams that have lost to Alcoa over the years, and usually it's not just by 1 point in double overtime.
Right.
So there is no shame in that L. Again, we're talking about Knox West dropping the ball against. We're talking about Knox West dropping the ball there, but West is also in a situation where. I mean, it's Alcoa. That team's stacked. You know what you're going to get out of them every year. And, Maryville got all they wanted from Alcoa.
Right, they did. Hold on, Brandon. I'm going to come back to you. I want to wrap up with David Martin. He's at Anderson County, David. He's at Anderson County, Elizabethan. David is all over at, can't hear you, is all over at Elizabethan. I can't hear you. Okay, got you. Okay. Still can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Okay, still can't hear you.
How about now?
I got you. Got you. You're in the zone.
Yeah, Elizabethan holds on for a 27-7 hard-fought victory. It was a running game most of the time for Anderson County. They just didn't have the horses to make it back. They were wearing us down, but we finally got a hold of them. So hard-fought victory for Elizabethan. Anderson County. Scout Martinez is just a different team.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. So
I
final
want to give
score.
I want to give a quick shout out. A friend of ours, you probably know him, Mike Noble, worked for his own show called the Friday Main Event. This is on Thursday nights in high football from Mountain City to Memphis. He died this past weekend of COVID-19. Just want to remember him, remember his family, please.
Our prayers are out. I'm telling you what, I'm dealing with that same thing. I'm over it, but I'm telling you what, I'm dealing with the cough, David, and I understand 100%. Our prayers are with him and his family.
Thank you. For the Friday night, for your high school sports, I'm David Lacey at Elizabeth High School. Roddy, I will see you next week.
All right, thanks, David. David Lacey at Elizabeth and Anderson County. Brandon, let's come back to you a little bit. Brandon, you still there with me? All right, cool.
Yeah, Roddy, I've still got you. If you give me just a minute, I'm going to try to grab us an interview. Give me just a minute.
Go ahead. Brandon Martin, we just heard from David Lacey up at he is at that was at Elizabethan and Anderson County, and a win by Elizabethan tonight, 27-7. A great game, as he said. We're waiting on Brandon Martin. I believe he's trying to get an interview for us from the guys out at Cane Ridge and CPA. While we're waiting on Brandon, we will do a few scores, some finals. Let's jump back up here and start all over again, because a lot of things have gone final now. As we get ready to wrap up things for this week, Chattanooga Brainerd 36, Austin East 0. All right, well, back with Brandon Martin right now. Brandon, here we go.
Roddy, I'm here with one of the players of the game for CPA and the game that they pulled off here. Bo Burkham. Bo, I want to talk with you a little bit about the game that you had tonight. One of the first plays of the game that got CPA back in it. You threw a big block to spring one of your fellows for a long touchdown run. What's going through your mind as you go out there and you're setting those blocks up on the edge?
Just to be as physical as possible. You know, our team preaches physicality. We do it in the weight room. So we just go out there and we want to impose our will on the other team.
Bowie, when you're out here and we're watching you tonight, you do a great job of mixing the physicality with your ability as a receiver. You run routes like a wide receiver. You've got hands like a receiver, and you block like a lineman. So you've got to be a guy that coaches love. Talk to me a little bit about, you had some big catches tonight. Talk to me about picking up the 2 catches to pick up that 1st and 39 that eventually led to a late score. What was going through your mind on those?
Well, the first play call, I just knew that I had to make a play. I had to get us in the chance to go for 4th down. And he just gave me a good spot, and I made it happen. And then told my number again, I'm going to make it happen. It's just there's a confidence and there's a trust between me and Cade, and it's worked out good tonight.
I want to ask you a little bit about playing with Cade, because he's a guy that I've gotten to see for a few years and have watched him develop as a passer. What's it like having him as your quarterback, knowing that he's got the arm to get it to you wherever on the field?
It's a huge blessing. Somebody like that in the backfield, defense just don't know what to do with him. He's going to put it on the money on deep balls, and he's going to run it if you drop it on back. It's crazy. He's an animal, and it's awesome to play with.
Bo, you've got an opportunity just because of your ability. You're a matchup nightmare. You've got the speed to beat guys. You've got the size to beat guys. What goes through your mind whenever you're coming out here and you're looking at the guy on the other side of the field? You know, what's going through your mind when you're trying to see that physical matchup? If it's a corner, if it's a safety, if it's a linebacker?
I'm just trying to have a dog mentality, figure out what matchups, what things I do best in those matchups, and make it happen for my team. I know they're going to give me chances, and I just got to come through.
Just the last little question here. I know you're a junior, but I know you're also getting some noise, getting some mail from some of these big D1 programs. Who's been talking to you? Who's been after you? Because a tight end with your skill set is a guy that's really valuable at the next level of modern offenses.
Yeah. Well, I've been talking to Indiana, Coastal, Liberty. We got Missouri, Notre Dame. Vanderbilt's a big one with my teammates. There's a lot of big schools reaching out. I'm just trying to focus on what I do, and I know the offers come. And I'm just trying to play for my team, not get caught up for myself.
Well, we appreciate your time. Great game tonight. Thank you, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Brandon. Back to you, Brandon. A great interview from top-ranked player from CPA. As Brandon gets set way to end this thing, wrap it up as we get ready to end week 6 right here on Your High School Sports. Hey, Brandon, quick note before you hang up and hang it up for tonight. I'm going to get with you, and you and I are going to talk about 5A, 4A, and, I guess 3A. You got, like you said, nobody. It's Alcoa and the rest of the state, correct?
I think it's probably Alcoa, Pearl Cone, and everybody else.
Think that could be a matchup in state?
I think Alcoa would definitely be favored, but Marion Brown is as special an athlete as you're going to get, and Pearl Cone's got the talent to get there. I think it's probably Pearl, Alcoa, and everybody else, but Alcoa is definitely till somebody beats them. That's the team.
Listen, we've been. A couple of people have said something to me. I'm on. This is live, okay? I'm asking, does Alcoa need to move up?
I mean, I guess it depends on if you want to see them hammer 4A teams, you want to see them hammer 3A teams, because they beat the best team in 5A and they give the best team in 6A a run. It's the only game Maryville usually plays every year. If Maryville loses to anybody, it's usually to Alcoa. So, I mean, you put them wherever you want to. They're probably going to beat them. So
there you go. There you go. I've had people just rock me crazy wanting me to start this thing. And I can't, but I need to ask people like you. You've been around it a long time, and I've been around Coach Rankin a long time. They are a class by themselves. They are a class.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen anything like it. They're one of the best. Not only are they one of the best programs in the state, they're one of the best programs in the country. What they do to teams year in, year out, you just don't see. I mean, that doesn't happen.
No, you're right. You're right. Well, Brandon, great call tonight as CPA takes a win from Cane Ridge, and we'll be talking to you right here on the Zone next week.
Hey, appreciate it, Roddy. It was a lot of fun. Glad it's finally football weather out here. Y'all have a good weekend. We're in the Zone with your high school sports.
All right, Brandon Martin giving a score from the Cane Ridge win over CPA 42-10 on this cold, I guess, chilly football Friday night. Let's do a quick rundown, and then we're going to wrap this thing up for this week. Chattanooga Brainerd, a lot of finals. Chattanooga Brainerd 36, Austin East 0, Fulton 15, Bearden 10, Cleveland 38, Walker Valley 0, Gardensville 21, Coalfield Zip, Morristown West 41, Cock County 0, Gatlinburg Pittman 56, Costa Christian out of Alabama 7, Loudon 34, Greenback 12, Rockwood 63, Herman 26, Stock Central 41, Hardin Valley 21, Maryville 41, Science Hill 17, Monterey 48, Tennessee Heat 24, Oneida 19, Northview Academy 0, Pigeon Forge 35, the 6 over Scott, Farragut 28, South Daw 21, Jellicoe 45, Sunbright 16, Campbell County 35, Kingston 0, Chattanooga Central 20, Clinton 7, Gallatin 28, Cookville 12, McMinn County 30, East Hamilton 29. That is a fourth quarter score. Signal Mountain 21, East Ridge 7, Hickson 12, Howard 0, Corns 48, Carter 25, Robbinsville, North Carolina 35, Lenore City 19, Huntland 42, Lookout Valley 0. Bowling Green loses to Father Ryan 38 to Bowling Green, Kentucky 14. Father Ryan out of Nashville 38. Another final, Meigs County 61, McMinn Central 0, Cumberland County 24, Polk County 10. Powell wins a big one against Knox Halls 14-7. 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Sale Creek 49, Oakdale 13, Shelbyville 33, Kenwood 7, Sweetwater 50, Sequatchie 7, Tellico Plains 46, Copper Basin 8, Tyner Academy 236, Saudi Daisy 14, Blackman 59, Antioch 8, Clay County 21, Westmoreland 14, Costa 32, Community 14, East Robeson 27, Joe Bynes 0, Franklin County 26, Grundy County 0, Baylor 51, Chattanooga Baylor 51, Udawal 0, Whitwell 58, Red Boiling Springs 14, Ray County 35, Chattanooga Red Bank 21, Stone Mountain 29, York Institute 0, Trousdale County 14, Smith County 3, Upperman 16, Watertown 8. Everything else says fourth quarter and halftime. Clarksville 38 over Clarksville Northeast 13. Fayetteville 54, Collinswood 0, Lawrence County 62, Glencliff 0. Jackson County 21, Livingston Academy 0, Mount Juliet 14, Wilson Central 7, Springfield 14, Rossville 7, Dyson 62, South Fulton 0, Westview 35, South Jackson 0, and Westwood 8, Lexington 56, Westwood 8, Jackson Northside 48, Liberty 8, Harlan 45, McNairy Central 0, and a couple of other games. Let's go run down right quick of your high school sports zone. We had a great zone tonight. We had games from all over the southeastern part of the country. Dobbins Bennett lost to Greenville 35-7. Brandon Martin, we talked a little bit about him. We're going to get with him again here real soon because we're going to talk about playoff situations and a few other things here on the zone. CPA 42, Cane Ridge 10, Science Hill 17, Maryville 41-17 over Science Hill, Davy Crockett 28, Pisco, North Carolina 14, Sevier County, excuse me, Sevier County 28. That was our game of the week, your high school sports game of the week, 28-14. And it was Elizabethton defeating Anderson County 27-7. It's been fun tonight. I've had the boss in the studio with me. She's been helping me out with scores and other things. So it's been great for Jake Nichols and Chris Blevins, who did the game of the week, for Mikey Hines, for David Lacey, for Ralph Miranda, for Lily Williams. I'm leaving anybody out? I don't believe so. I believe I've got everybody. And for Nathan Miranda, who covered both the game of the week and here on the zone, I'm Roddy Woods, and you've been watching your high school sports, the zone. We'll see you in 2 weeks on October the 8th for more of your high school sports, the zone. Good night.